Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence RPG, Season 7 Finale. I am your host and GM, PA Kenny USA, AKRT Studios, and today is going to be a fun one. Let's bring in our cast so that they can endure the pain. Give us a moment. How's everyone doing? Oh, there we go. Player feeds.
Almost pulled my thing out.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you all there. Good to see you.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
I was just enjoying a nice reading.
All
And
right.
a nice pup deucer too.
Yes, there's a yeah, we have a couple cast members at various locations. We also are down a couple cast members because, well, that
We've had
that
internet
they
trouble recently.
yes that and we had a nor'easter roll through here on the east coast of where we have our one of our cast members' locations remotely, and their internet decided to be like, no, I'm not playing today. So, things happen. But without further ado, we do not have a Dr.
Terrible
Vet.
things happen.
Yes, we don't have a Dr. Vess, so standing in for them will be our lovely Arkham on that feed. So,
Yep, I'm back, everybody. You can't get rid of me that easily.
No matter how much we drive you crazy.
Yes, and let's
You're
start
stuck with
off
us.
with
You like the background too.
Yes, let's start off with the Dragonborn at the top.
Oh,
Is
sure.
that-
Start with him.
I'm gonna just
Howdy, everyone. I'm Gearbox. I control Alduin. Hi, Mage Hand. And who are you looking at? And also Alex. I'm not going to do a voice for him. Well, I am, but I mean for this bit. Anyways, who in Tarnations is under me?
That would be me. That would be me, Arkham. Back and alive and better than ever.
Are you sure about that?
Well, not so good. Well, not so good, but just a few problems, but we're working through it.
We can fix you and make you better.
Hey, can you guys let me finish? Please? Interruptions.
GM demands silence in this court. Sorry, continue.
And played by Arkham will be played by Arkham will be Constellation Squid. You, I come back and this is how I'm treated. I want to.
Sorry, this GM has had their coffee yet. Hasn't had their full cup of coffee yet, so don't make me kill your character.
You can't kill my character. That's illegal.
I am the GM. I can do whatever I want.
It says right here in the book of 50.
I'll sue you, bro.
No, we don't do that here. Even in game.
You're not Nintendo, okay?
We don't even talk about them. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about our lovely tiefling over there.
The tiefling who's been very confused. Hi, I'm your wonderful tiefling who has not had a chance to breathe or even think. She's just been thrown into all these lovely situations and yeah. Hi.
What's that tiefling's name?
I am Aya Jokin. And I would love to know what the hey who's going on, but well, we do technically we'll technically have a new person, but let's introduce the person, the player instead of the character. Voice in the void, are you there?
Hi. Yes, I am here. Hi. I'm Atricia Noir. I am once again playing a new character that's coming in, and they're going to be something else. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly.
And we are also down a mag, so we may not have a.
Well, Mag said, and I quote, they have to they're location scouting, and they might be a bit late.
Oh, okay. So they are currently looking for a location to set up base camp. Got it. Well, without further ado, I think that's pretty much all of our cast that we have present. Am I missing anyone?
I
No.
I don't think so. I mean,
All
we
right.
have
No, I think
Alduin, we have Arkham, we have Aya, we have the voice of the void. We know where Vess is, or we think
Yes,
we know where Vess is.
they're on a doctor's appointment. They're making a house call somewhere else in another game.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Yep. And all right. Any last minute announcements before we start? Anything anyone would like to say before we begin?
Yes, I actually would.
Go
It's
ahead.
actually more of a statement to everybody who either like I told you, I would make a public apology to those who either are following or either closely even following my channel at all or were looking forward to seeing my channel be on last week by doing all the games I promised I would play. I would like to announce an apology to everybody who was going to check out my channel, but I had a lot of internet problems and I couldn't get my internet to work. We're getting it fixed up today. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream on Sunday with my good friend here, RTE. And Lenny, I swear to God, if you knock my
Be nice.
and I'm hoping that me and RTE can do Among Us tomorrow after I'm done with work, of course. If my internet is working, and if I can get a second monitor because I just cracked one of my other ones. But beyond that, I am very sorry for anybody who was looking forward to all the streams I had planned last week. And I hope in the future that you guys could either become followers in the near future to my channel. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Nope.
All right. Well, without
It's warm
further,
in the void.
well, that's good to hear. Well, without further ado, let's jump into Realms of Awakened Essence season finale of season 7. We'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Realms of Awakened Essence. RPG Season 7, Episode 12. Time is of the essence. Where we last left off our players, they were currently surrounded by what appears to be a very large spotlight with several large mechanoid steam automatons standing around them. And these are not just any ordinary automatons, these are war automatons. It is around not even mid-morning, like early sunrise, as the sun is crusting over the hills of this this farmland where our heroes last left their shuttle from their ship, their balloonless vessel. And they've now been surrounded, and there is a large capital-like ship overhead with the droning of the rotors and the various engines and stuff like that above them. And I think we were just about to start combat with these drones. So
Also, our paint fellow has evolved.
oh
The
yes,
thing I rushed at the very end.
but he's back in the house right now.
Yeah, he's in the house. He's like
Yep.
there, and it's like only 2 players outside, I think.
Yeah, there's I think Aya and
No, Mag and Arkham was outside, I
Mag
believe.
and Arkham. Well, Arkham's Mag is just kind of I'm not gonna
Mag's
be
not
playing
here.
Mag, so Mag's just kind of like hidden under one of the rocks as little Moogie, or well, not Moogie, but Leilana has been kind of like just off in the distance, just kind of like standing there, shocked. So, what do you do, Arkham? And give me a moment. I need to make sure that this.
And you said I'm upside down, right?
You are not upside down. You are right side up. You are just you're on the ground as these 7 automaton war droids with these like Gatling gun kind of like appendages on their arms are standing there just pointing them at you. And
I'm gonna try to look for a way to escape.
all right, so you'd like to evade combat. Roll me a intelligence check.
D20.
Yes. This is all regular D&D style, so you don't have to worry about anything fancy.
I rolled a 16.
16. Let me check to see what the robots...
And +2.
Plus 2, so 16, 17, 18.
Yep.
Alright. You look at the way their stance and stuff like that, and you see a kind of like an area between their legs that you can slide right through.
I'm gonna go ahead and go for it.
Alright, so you kind of like... Roll me a dexterity check.
Wait, what?
Dexterity check. Because you're going to have to kind of like do the slide maneuver under their legs.
Like 20, right? Or my 6?
D20. Always a D20 for the check. Yep.
I rolled a 19 and my dexterity is -1.
So an 18.
So it's 18.
One of these robots, like looks at you and sees that you're trying to do this and takes its like arm cannon and fires a very deadly beam of energy at your feet and says,
Hey.
"Do not move. You will be destroyed."
Oh, great. So now I'm pretty much... When you say don't move, all I hear is move.
Move. Are you mocking the robot?
There's a voice overhead on a loudspeaker and says, "Surrender and you will not be harmed. Attempt to flee and you will be executed."
You know that's not how it works, right? You're still gonna execute us even if we surrender.
A man like comes down this like rope ladder as with the spotlight. It's a silhouette of a man in this like long black like leather cloak with like kind of like pop collar, and he's wearing like aviator goggles, and he has like the fuzzy hair and stuff like that, and he's in military garb, but like the cloak's over him as it's billowing in the wind as he's coming down off the this large ship, and he lands in front of you and says, "I believe I have someone or something that might be of interest to you. But first we need answers. If you'll come with us, please. And bring your
Look
friends
around.
too."
I look around and I'm like, We really don't have a choice here, do we?
He just kind of like crosses his shoulders and says, looks at the droids and says, stand down. They lower their weapons, but they're still at the guard stance.
Old one looks outside the window and goes, uh, not good.
There's a voice, like a loudspeaker, echoing across the field. It says, those in the building, please come out with your hands up and no weapons on you.
Mage Hand goes, this is great. Like, this
You
is
have
great.
20,
We can just
you
surrender.
have 20
Mage
seconds.
Yeah?
Mage Hand,
Yes?
hush.
Okay then. Mage Hand says, well, like, shrugging, like, okay.
Aya will walk out. She doesn't care. The only thing that she has in her hand currently is a quarterstaff. Is a staff,
Yep.
which is not construed as a weapon.
In this universe, it does not, no. So you walk out with your cane. And, or your walking stick.
My walking stick. It's
Yeah.
It's ornately carved, but it's a walking stick.
Yes, as
It's a
you
really
walk,
fancy walking
I walk out and go, I am unarmed.
and then one of these guards in like this like kind of like military metal plate mail grabs your shoulder and kind of just hustles you along towards the surrounding of these like war droids.
Ugh.
Just grab your elbow and kind of like, come on, escorting you to the party.
I would do you for you not to do that. I could walk all by myself. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
She's being regal.
Yeah, he lets go and just says, kind of just pushes you a little bit and says, move it. The guards don't really care, as you can probably guess.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
Who else is coming out of the building? Anyone else?
Old one is kind of frozen in slight fear, and Alex just sighs. I don't think we have much of a choice. And Mage Hand goes, that's great, but what are we doing about this guy? Points at Paint Man. Does he have a name?
What is Paintman doing?
He's kind of just sitting there super confused. Like, what is happening? Who is friend? Who is foe? Pretty much. He's like gripping on his big paintbrush really hard.
And some water, please.
What?
All right.
But basically, Machen just goes, okay, oh, this is bad. Goes, yes, I know it's bad. Hey, paint fellow. Paint just, what's your name? And yes, I'm gonna ask the question because no one else is.
Go ahead.
I'm no longer in the building.
Yeah, it stutters out. Henry. Ah, that's a nice name. Alex gives him a finger gun. Nice name. What is happening? We're surrounded. Machen just goes, we're surrounded by maybe bad people. Bad people? Yes.
Where?
Alex goes, okay, I don't think calling them bad people right off is a good idea for this fellow. I did it already. It's too late. Why are you like this? Anyways, I don't think we have a choice. I'm gonna put my hands up, and if they shoot me, this is gonna suck. Alex says.
There's
'Cause
a
he's
knock
still a
on the
full
door.
werewolf.
There's a knock on the door.
Oh,
We know you're
jeez.
in there. Step out, please.
Alex just says through the door, I'm going to open it, but do not shoot me.
Shoot
I
him!
I have my hands up in the air, he says while opening it and then putting his hands up. Big werewolf fellow.
The
Like, his
guard
hands
is-
are weapons.
The
Yeah.
guard is kind of taken aback a little bit. He kind of steps back and says, "Okay then," and then just like he has his like this kind of like a steam rifle at his side, and his hand just slowly kind of like goes for the rifle, and the
Don't
other
touch
guard
it.
on the other guard on the other side is like just giving him like the don't do it kind of look.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alex needs to bend down a little bit to like
Yep.
get through the door.
And it's like,
And
and then the other one looks through the window and says, "We see you in there. Come on out."
just sees Paintbrush Fellow that looks so out of place because they are like they are like a
Yeah.
living cartoon in this world.
And they're like, "What the hell is that?"
It's
And the
kind
other
of
guard,
like
and the other
gripping
guard's
on its
like, the
paintbrush
other
and
guard
shaking.
is like, "I don't care. We're just here to do what our boss says. Just get them to the ship." And the other guard says,
Alden's like,
"Fine."
Alden's like, I don't like this, Mage Hand. Yeah, you don't. None of us likes this, but you're gonna have to just surrender yourself. But we never surrender. This has never happened before. Calm down. I please. Alduin, not the moment. Not the moment to panic. Just put your loot on your back and just don't think about it.
And the
Okay?
Dracathio's standing there, and he says, "Hello, no need for alarm. I'm just a normal dwarf doing normal dwarf things." As
Is
he
he back
walks
to
out the
being a
door,
werewolf?
he is, yes.
And Mage Hand just goes, you know you're a werewolf again, right?
Yes, I'm quite aware. Thank you for reminding me. As he gives the he gives the the mage hand kind of like a toothy grin.
Never knew canines could smile, and I hate it. Mage Hand just says, well, like, doesn't have eyes anymore, but you can imagine the most disgusted look on his face. Like, ugh.
Yep. And
Oh.
who else is? Oh, Anna and her uncle are also in the room. And they come out with their hands up and they say, "You there," points to the uncle and Anna. "Come with us. You're wanted for high treason." And they kind of like escort them away, away in a separate. With this, one of the guards escorts them away and handcuffs them as they're led away to the ship.
Wait.
Just like,
What about what? So wait, what about Arkham? Like he was told to come with someone.
Yeah, you're already up on. You're climbing. I'm assuming you're climbing up the rope ladder to the steam
Pretty,
ship. Yep.
pretty much.
With one guard behind and this cloaked figure dude ahead of you as he's climbing up.
I look back like, they're jumping. I don't want to risk it.
oh wait, did Diver return back to Dark Matter? Is he still here?
Diver's
That's
back with
completely up to,
with
yeah,
Dark
that's
Matter,
completely up to you, though.
if I remember, but it's completely up to you if you want to bring them back.
Diver hasn't been returned to Dark Matter yet. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say where he is, but he's gonna show up.
Yep.
Okay.
I love him. Anyways, more character juggling, my favorite.
And so who else is coming out of the building as this like
Alduin,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alduin and Mage Hand are just looking at each other, and Mr. Henry over here, aka Paintfellow, is just kind of still like on the floor, like on one knee, just kind of shaking almost.
one of the guards comes over and says, "You there, Shello fellow,
Are they talking to the
Come up.
Paintfellow?
yes." He doesn't know what to
Yeah.
address him by, but like that's what he's just assuming.
It looks up at them with its large paintbrush in hand, and just kind of doesn't really come up with much of a response. And Mage Hand just goes, "Fellow, friend," snapping his fingers in front of him. You gotta give the man a response. Hello, Henry. Henry just like looks to Mage Hand and just kind of slightly says, "These bad guys," gesturing to the man. Mage Hand realizing what he said before probably was a bad idea.
Oh, it's a bad
Mm.
idea.
Yep.
Mm, no. Yes, and
So the guard, what is what are they doing? The paint guy.
Henry eventually does stand up to his full height. It's not super tall, but it's definitely a little taller than kind of looked on the floor.
Okay,
Like, he's not huge. He just looks a little
Yeah.
taller than expected.
fair enough. So he he gestures to the door and says, "Please make your way to the ship."
Henry kind of nervously shakes and walks while gripping onto his large, like, paintbrush.
Yep.
And Mage Hand goes, "Great, we're the only people in the house now."
And the guard is now like rummaging around, like staying behind, rummaging around in the drawers looking for something.
I guess they're not gesturing to us. I guess we're safe to stay here. Eldrin goes, "I don't think that's the... I
The other
don't
guard
think...
standing at the door says, "Come on, move it."
Uh, okay." Mage Hand just goes, "Ah, yay, we're captured! Huzzah!" Mage Hand just says while, like, waving his hand a little bit. We're finally captured after all these years of this not happening. What the hell? Meanwhile, this is happening. Dark Matter is watching, going,
As
well,
this
this is interesting.
as they've kind of taken the large like, it's not even a sheet, it's more like a tarp off this off your crashed shuttle, and several of the guards and automatons are kind of like walking around guarding it, and this this crane kind of thing swings out from the larger ship, and kind of lowers as it's picking up this shuttle and kind of like pulling it up onto the top of the deck and into a cargo bay. They're taking it with them.
Ah, oh no. And meanwhile, that's happening. Dark Matter goes, wait, Diver's supposed to come here. Where is Diver? Oh, there he is. Meanwhile, and it's some random unsuspecting water barrel.
In the shuttle. He's actually in the shuttle.
Grandpa, I can't. Okay. The lid of the the lid of the barrel pops open, and Diver just like pops his head out and goes, "Oh, why not wake up in a barrel?"
One of the guards
Whoa.
just grabs him and says, "Come on, get out of there."
Who? Okay. Diver stands up. He's heavy and you know,
Yep.
he's kind of slouching over, like he's almost struggling to stand. Like, this is. He's just like, oh god, I forgot how heavy this thing is. Ugh.
Yep.
I'm not anyone's trouble here. Could I just leave and, you know, go back to my master and stuff, and then I won't even be in your hair? Diver says, still putting his hands up.
The guard says, "Unfortunately, it's not my call. You'll need to speak to my boss about that."
Also, it's very apparent that he has this large harpoon, like, spear on his back.
I'm gonna
He's
have
not
to.
hiding it.
I need to ask you to please give me. He points to the harpoon.
This thing? He says, while taking it out and looking at it.
It's
You could
considered
try.
it's considered a weapon, and we don't. Our boss says that we don't need any.
I don't think this is gonna work out for you, but here. He says, we're giving it to him.
He takes it and walks off and puts it in like a locked chest somewhere.
Diver's just like, okay.
And then
Diver's acting very nonchalant with this.
at this point, everyone's on the top of the deck of this large ship, and this kind of like this guy with the cloak just stands there, and he's like looking at all of you as you're lined up with the guards kind of behind you. Says, "Welcome to, well, I'm probably already sure you know where you are, but welcome to Valcora. I am Damien Voss, the lead architect of this beautiful city of Valcor. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting?" He gestures to the party.
Just all the way waiting for someone else to answer.
Is he being a fop?
What is that?
Is he playing a fop? Is he? Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay.
He's pulling a pompous attitude.
My name isn't important. What's important is, why did you capture us? Why are we here?
We
What's going on?
have something that you left behind when you looks at your shuttle, which is on the deck right now behind him, and he points to it and he says, Riddle me this. Is there a reason why your vessel here has no balloon? How does it
Wait,
fly?
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna tell you this. We just got back from some weird dimension, so I'm kind of just a little.
Dimension, you say? He looks very, very interested, and he says, "So you are not from here, are you?" Well, that
Where
confirms
we
that.
where we are from should be none of your business. And how
Oh,
this
but it
flies?
is. He snaps his
No.
fingers, and two guards go to the back, go to like a door, open
Okay.
it, and being dragged out in shackles is our lovely. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Lady of the Void.
Wait, what did I miss?
Yeah, there is a very fiery red-headed, uh, very pale, glowing red eyes. Um, she's a woman. She has a set of wings, clearly an ASMR. But she's very pale, and there are dark green veins crisscrossing all up her face and around her face and her hands. And it looks like there's circuitry in her eyes. And she looks very angry.
Ooh.
They look very angry.
Your this man who goes by Damien says, "As you can see, we have something that is of interest to us that you may have left behind in your attempt to acquire our, or shall I say, my technology." Gestures to the automatons behind him. He says, "We know your attempts to sabotage my plans to bring about the peaceful transition of our world to the lower caste, aka the steam workers. Unfortunately, that will not happen.
And
see-
why is that?
The steam workers live to serve us, the upper caste. It's been like that for years. For centuries, at least. And it will continue to be that way, as long as I am in power."
Mage Hand goes, I don't know, man. That sounds.
That sounds a little bit like slavery to me.
Yeah.
Well, you call it what you wish, but here on Valcora, we live in peace and tranquility.
Because
Doesn't
your
look like
head's
it to
all the
me.
way up in the clouds there, buddy. You're not seeing what's down there.
I like how Arkham and Mage Hand are actually kind of agreeing on something for once.
I I know they kind of have her hands there, but is there any way she can try and pick her lock on her shackles while they're distracting him, being
Roll me
just
a
as
sleight
big
of hand.
as- Okay. Nope. 9.
You hear there's a little like jingling, kind of like clinking of like as you're trying to like shift your shackles, and the guard just tightens his grip on your arm and says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you," whispering.
We would advise not getting so close.
He says, just kind of,
know,
he
I'm
doesn't say anything,
actually
he just kind of grins.
You know,
Eh.
I'm actually kind of glad I'm standing right in front of you. Because now I know who I'm after. If I take you out, everybody will go free. And they'll bring
Mage Hand
down...
goes,
Arkham,
no, you get hat Ash here. That's
Arkham.
wrong.
not
What?
yet.
Not yet.
Now, if you don't mind, Damien says, I have more important business to deal with, gesturing to the creature before you, who with the red hair, who hasn't introduced themselves yet. I need to dissect this thing and
Have
figure
you
out how it
read my
works.
DM? Have you read my DM?
Hold on, sorry, I didn't know you DM'd me. My bad.
Yes, I DM'd you.
Sorry, let me read this. Yes, you can. Sorry, I didn't see that. Use player feeds from now on because, I mean, not player feeds, player whispers because that's easier for me to
Notice?
micromanage that way.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Go ahead. Oh, not player whispers, player planning. My bad.
I know that, but right now it's going to be a little bit easier for me to do this.
Got it. Continue. All right. So Damien gestures to the two guards and says, "Please escort our," he clears his throat, "our guests to their quarters. Please make them feel at home.
Ugh.
Dinner is in 2 hours."
Alex just quietly says to himself and whoever's closest to him, just like, I feel like I've not seen this guy specifically, but I mean, like, in my world, I feel like something like this was going on before. Can't put my finger on it, though.
Just hang on.
I know the dude died, so.
Hey, jerk.
Well-
Just remember this.
Damien turns and looks behind him at you.
You won't have these metal bots by you for too long when I'm through.
Why you keep with the threats? You just hear old ones say in such a nervous way.
He says as he taps a couple things on his wrist, and one of the bots just puts a pretty beefy metallic hand on your shoulder and says, "You will comply."
Ugh.
I can melt you. I smile with an acid dripping grin on my face.
Oldman goes, careful where you spread that. You need someone hurt.
Roll me an intimidate check, opposed by the robot.
20! And let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What was it? Intimidation?
Yes,
Uh,
intimidation.
Let's do it. 22. Plus 2?
What'd you roll? 22?
20.
Plus
Yep.
22 total, right?
Yeah.
The bot just stares you down with daggers, and, like, you have a tinge of, like, oh, shit.
But,
Wait, me? I'm not intimidated by it?
No, you are intimidated by it. It rolled a little bit higher than you.
Wait a minute. I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you rolled a 20, but it scores higher because it's a contested roll. You rolled a 20, it rolled a 23.
Now my character will look at the bot
Yes.
and persuade it. Look at it and go, "Oh, come on! You really going to take us all over this place, and not introduce yourselves?" She is being very charming to the bot and to the guy who's in the room.
Is this a charm spell, or are you just persuading them?
I am persuading.
Okay.
persuade.
And my question after that is, have they been in these shackles long enough to know if they're enchanted to ward against magic?
Yes. I'll give you that out of the gate. That they are definitely special shackles.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Her boots might not work. Okay.
And what did she get?
Since I rolled a 19 and I have a plus 11 in persuasion, that is a 30.
Yeah. The bot just kind of looks at you and just. It doesn't say anything, but it just removes its hand from Arkham's shoulder and just stands at attention.
And what does the guy do? Because this is a general
The guy,
persuasion.
you mean the, Damien?
Yes.
Wait, give me a second.
Yep. Damien, looks at you, smiles, and says, It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Aya Jokin. As he walks off into the chambers.
Hmm.
And she steals a look at the redhead.
Mm-hmm.
Wink.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, she's going to try again to lockpick while everybody is thoroughly distracted.
Alright. Roll your sleight of hand again.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see, because that's also with the thieves' tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's. Give me a second. That's. It's Dex plus proficiency.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, I mean, if you have anything in that would be sleight of hand, wouldn't it?
Yes, that's
Yep.
what I just asked her to roll. Sleight of
Oh,
hand.
okay.
Yeah. 18 total.
18 total. Yeah, this lock is hard. It, like, and also the way your hands are positioned, like, it's hard to pick this thing. Like, it's just, like, you're putting your lockpick in there, you're jiggling it around, and it's just like, You hear a
Oh.
kink as the lockpick snaps
Oof.
in the lock.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
So everyone's
That's my bad. I messed up. Tool expertise. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any check you make
Oh,
that
okay. Well,
uses your proficiency with the tool. That makes
okay.
it 23.
In that case, the lock clicks as you hear the lockpick snap in the lock, but then you kind of like shake the lock around a little bit, and then you hear, and the shackles just drop to the floor with a loud clatter, and the guard looks at you and says, picks up the shackles and says, "I'll have to fix those." Grabs your arm.
Oh.
Is this in front
Well.
of everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you're not going to get a chance today. And her boots will start glowing, and she's going to pop up 15 feet, probably behind the group,
Yep.
out of the guy's hand. Because her magic items work now.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what those are, but
Yep, boots of the winding
and
wind.
then, well, after this all happens, then Aya will turn and look at Arkham and go say, "Now,
Now,
now."
Now what?
I start to spit acid.
the
One of the bots.
the bot eyes turn red and it raises its arm with the laser beam thing, and it's about to fire. However, you started the combat first, so Arkham, roll your attack.
What?
Roll your attack. You're initiating combat first, so
I rolled a 19.
all right.
Let's see. Let's see my strength. Plus
Are you
5.
Are you doing your breath weapon, though?
Wait, what?
Are you doing your breath weapon? The acid breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they have to make a save. And
Okay.
you just roll
What is the
damage.
what is the saving throw? So that I'm
Believe
aware.
it's con.
Give me a second.
Because you're basically hitting anything in front of you. That's a guarantee.
It's a deck save.
Dex save. Okay. Well, that. Okay. Let's see. What is the DC?
That's up to Arkham.
Arkham.
That's why. Wait, what?
What is the
Okay.
DC saving throw check?
For your breath weapon.
It should say target needs to make a DC saving throw of
DC saving throw. DC save.
Dex
I don't
saving
think
throw. It doesn't say?
I don't think it says anything.
Hang on a
Yeah,
second.
it should.
Give us a hot second, ladies and gentlemen. We're still doing things. Players are getting used to their characters.
Okay.
Give me a breath weapon.
8 plus your con score plus your proficiency bonus is the DC.
I pulled up his character sheet. It's a 13.
13.
Yep.
All right. So the robot has failed its check. Saving throw. So how much
And
damage does it take?
5d6.
5d6. Okay.
Which Arkham should be rolling.
Yep.
Yep.
We got ourselves 6.
So
Wait a minute. You said 5d6, right?
5d6.
5d6. Yep.
Yeah. So you have to roll your d6 5 more times.
Yep.
5 more times.
Yes.
Yep.
Because it's
5.
5d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 11.
1.
12.
That's another 5.
Okay.
17.
It's a 4.
17. 18, 19, 20.
21.
21.
All right.
One more, or is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You only need
That's
to
it.
roll.
All right.
5
The
times.
robot's like armor starts to kind of like ooze and stuff like that, but still up. And it says target acquired. Eliminate targets.
All of a sudden,
And
Mage
you-
Hand just turns. Yeah.
It's its turn. It's gonna fire off like a large energy bolt. This is basically lightning bolt for anyone who's paying attention at home. And it's gonna hit Arkham
Come on!
because you're in direct line of fire. So I'm going to have to roll against your AC.
Can I use Aldrin as a shield?
No.
No. Anyways, I have something to do. Don't kill Holdwin.
Does a 14 hit your AC?
Let's see. What's my
Armor class.
Armor class.
Armor
looking
class,
at it.
dear heart.
armor class is 9.
So 14 hits.
9.
Yeah, that's really low. I don't know why, but okay. So you're gonna take. Hold on.
Are you not wearing your armor?
40.
You should be wearing your armor.
4
I should.
plus 2.
Better check.
You're gonna take
have any-
11 points of damage.
Wow, you're not even. You don't even have armor on your. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Because he's a Dragonborn, he's not wearing armor, if I remember correctly.
I think my Dragonborn's wearing armor.
Yeah, all Dragonborns wear.
But I did have armor. Yeah, I have heavy armor.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go into your character sheet when you get a chance, and
in it
under
right now.
inventory, there's a thing that says equip.
Inventory. Where the f is my inventory?
Right after actions.
Actions, yeah. And then there'll be something that says like equipment, and then you just see a little box next to it that says equip this item. It's a little button.
Excuse me.
I have leather, light armor. Let's see.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
just-
light armor too.
How do I even acquire it?
You just got it when you started.
Oh, crap. Oh, well, it's there.
It's a little checkbox you click on.
No, well, he has to actually go into his character and go
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
equipment and put it and mark it as he's wearing it. But I
Yeah.
can't do that because
I don't own the character either, so.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's not letting me check it anyways.
Okay, well, for simplicity's sake, we will say that your armor is not on, just so that we don't have to do all the fancy mechanics and stuff like that. Is that okay, or
A leather armor gives 11 AC, I believe.
11 AC? Okay, so just add 11 to that.
Well,
Okay.
no.
I think. I could take off
Okay.
and on my armor to see how much I lose, but yeah.
So wait, just add 11.
Yes. Just for simplicity's sake, so that we can keep things going.
Like, little text right there says 11, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I have about
20 from what I.
yeah, I have 20 armor.
Okay,
Damn.
so yeah, it does not hit.
I may have calculated it wrong, but I
It's
don't know.
11 plus your dex modifier.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So it
So,
definitely doesn't hit me.
Okay, good.
so
So-
right now, yeah.
This
Okay.
lightning bolt slams into you and just like dissipates across your armor as your armor just kind of absorbs the
Ah!
blast
Who's here?
and dissipates.
Look, we got intruders.
We got Meg.
All right, and Leilana, you are climbing up the ladder to this
I haven't even asked how he is. Just supposed to do it.
vessel of
How are
the steamship vessel
you? Yes.
airship.
Okay, so what's going on?
You are
What
climbing.
are we fighting?
You are climbing
Big
up the
one.
ladder of this steam-powered airship, and the party has just met the big bad, and Big Bad has walked off and left the robots to do his dirty work, and the party has now engaged the robots in combat as you're climbing up the ladder to get onto the top deck where the party is currently engaged in combat.
Can I have my turn now?
Yes, and now it's Aldwin's turn.
Yay. Basically, Mansion just looks at this and goes, Aldwin. Aldwin. What? Get the loot! The loot! Oh, loot! Says while grabbing his loot from his back. Because I want to be confiscated because it doesn't look like a weapon. He just grabs it, goes, okay.
What the hell?
What?
What
What
the
is it?
hell? What?
This is weird.
What is it, Meg?
I got signed out of my.
D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
It happened
So
to
did
me too.
I.
Yep,
Yeah,
all
it
of us.
happened to me too.
I had to sign back in too.
Just re-sign in.
Easy. But
It's because they were doing stuff to the website.
but yeah, Aldwin goes, oh, loot, got loot.
What the-
He pulls out his loot, and I don't fully remember how
So
it
are
works.
you
I
using that
just
as a
remember
free
I
action,
rolled it.
or are you using that as a minor?
It's Aldwin. The pulling out thing is just really just detail.
Okay, fair enough. Because it wasn't equipped, so technically I'm using that as a minor action for you.
Anyways, okay.
Oh crap! What are you doing to it? Which spell, dear heart?
I'm using chain lightning because I'm not using the blast radius one because I'll knock everyone out of the way, including my
Okay,
teammates.
so chain lightning. I can look that up. for you.
Yes. Okay. And because this is my loot, it runs off my performance, and I have really high performance. I
Since
remember.
we couldn't find a D&D account associated with Google account. What the?
Wait. How did you get into your D&D Beyond? How did you sign into it?
I don't. I think I had it. I had a regular account before. What?
Did you sign in with Google, Twitch, or?
I'm pretty sure I had it through Google, and it's not recognizing my username.
Well, it signed me out too, but it got me in. Did you?
I just hit sign in with Google, and I immediately got back in without any hesitation.
Okay. I'm going to have to. Great. I'm going to have to completely recreate Leilana's character sheet.
Just because you can't get into your D&D Beyond?
Yeah, it's not letting me in it. It says it doesn't recognize the account that I'm using for the email. And it's the same account name. Why did they have to do this?
Should we let people know that we're having technical difficulties?
Yeah, we're some of our players are having a little bit of a few issues with their characters because D&D Beyond is being beyond compliant. So
Why is it telling me that I need to use Google or Apple to create an account?
I do not know.
How many Google names do you have? Just one?
Just the one, and it's not.
Okay.
Could
That was just-
could they not have just left the accounts alone when they did this crap?
I can't answer that because I do not work for the company, and the one person that I do know that works for the company probably wouldn't be able to tell me at this point.
Let me see if it's with my old email account. I gotta find the. I didn't
Yep.
even remember the password for the old email that I used to use. I may have it written down. Hold on.
Yep. Well, while we're doing that, Eldwin, do your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
But he's like, okay, loot, let's go! He says we'll immediately just, without hesitation, hitting it, and we are rolling. I got a 32.
Now
Which
the target has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Against my 32.
Okay, hold on. Target
All
does
right.
not make a saving throw.
Let's
Doesn't
see
it-
if my old account, my old email
Okay.
account is the one it's bound
And
to.
and since he failed, it 10d8 lightning damage.
NDA, yes, I remember now. It's all coming back.
It's a good thing that I pulled it up on my other monitor over here.
10d8, let's go. 41!
41 damage. Oof.
Yes!
1 damage.
This robot just kind of like stumbles backward, like falls on its back prone, and is just kind of flailing. It's still technically in combat, but like it is looking heavily beat up.
Just like good old times!
As you can see some of the wiring and the steam spewing out of some various ports and stuff like that on its body.
Old one just
This
goes, I
device
love
is
this loot!
recognized for your security. Oh, for the love of Pete!
Old one
What?
goes, well,
Oh boy.
It doesn't recognize my iPad.
I do not know then. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
It doesn't recognize your iPad?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yep.
shit.
Your character should still be in the in the character submissions, yes?
Should.
Yes, it should be.
Okay.
Just bear with us, folks. We're in the problem.
Sorry for any hiccups.
Boogie, get out of
Well-
here. Boogie, stop it.
Be gone.
You're not coming back until
Character
season
builder.
2. I mean, season 8. Sorry.
Damn.
He has caused enough damage.
That's me.
All right.
Boogie.
So, homebrew content. We do not want Magic the Gathering. We do not want Everett.
I don't see Lilana in here at all.
Interesting.
Weird.
Alright, well,
Just let me who's
Milestone
ever
or
next?
XP.
milestone.
Milestone.
6 hit point type. We don't do multi-class. We don't do feats. No encumbrance. I remember that.
Mhm.
All right.
And you're
Race.
level 18. And my keyboard is dying.
Oof.
Be right back.
Okay.
Man, we are just full of technology problems around here this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I broke a monitor and have no
Constitution
internet.
score, skill
and,
versatility,
you're losing your
arcana,
you're losing your keyboard.
intimidation,
You
draconic,
My headphones are perpetually wanting to die, but they refuse to die.
class, warlock. Was it warlock or sorcerer? I think warlock gets all of it, right?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Warlock.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be...
Efficiencies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump quickly to our short break while we do a little bit of maintenance on our end. So we do apologize for the inconvenience. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Realms of Awakened Essence RPG. Thank you for your patience. We are jumping back into it.
Lylana has returned.
Yes.
Boy, is she pissed.
She is
Let's make this
pissed.
money. Let's make
But-
this money.
Oh yeah, Alduin strikes this robot down, and he just goes, "I love this damn loot." He kisses it and gets zapped a little bit, like, ah.
You know what? Just for shits and
Dumbass.
giggles, I'm just going to roll a d4.
Alex just casually goes, I'm pretty happy that you like it. I had no use for that thing, but now I realize I should have learned how to play.
Yes.
Have
All right.
I crawled up the,
Yes,
the
you
ladder
have.
by this time?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, and it's your turn
Awesome.
next. It's your turn next.
Alduin, take
I-
1d4 damage from
Wait, why?
licking your loot.
Oh, one?
Just 1d4.
Okay, I'll roll my 1d4 and see how that goes for me. Ow, one.
Well, you only got a little zapped. It's not a lot
Yeah.
zapped.
Ow.
This little flavor zap. Alright,
Shocking.
my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the closest enemy that I have to worry about? Actually, most of my spells don't need to worry about being close enemies.
So there are 7 droids, well, not droids, but like automatons. And then there are 2 guards. The 2 guards are currently drawing their weapons for their turns, but we'll get to them
Wait.
after your turn.
I just realized my chain
Yeah.
lightning attacks more than one enemy, but yeah, it's too late.
Oh, okay. Well,
It can go up to as many as 3 targets, each
Yeah.
of which must be within 30 feet of the first target. So yes, he can hit more than one person.
yes, but you didn't specify, so we're just gonna say hit that one target.
Yeah. My next attack, though.
All right.
Oh
So,
yes.
Leilana, what are you gonna do? You see these 7 droid. Well, I keep saying droids, but they're not droids. They're automatons. This is not Star Wars. What is that universe? We don't talk about that.
These aren't the automatons that we're looking for.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to cast. How far away are these automatons from her?
They are 30 feet.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. She's gonna cast Circle of Death at the entire group.
The entire enemy.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Does that say? Do you pick a target, or is it just a radial effect?
I'm gonna pick a target, but a sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius from the point within range. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw. A target takes 8d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one, and their Constitution saving throw is 17.
All right. Well, the entire party has to do that now. Have fun.
Thank you, Meg.
Thanks,
no,
Meg.
the automatons.
Yes,
Not
the
my group.
the automatons and the group are in a circle enclosed area of
There's-
about 20 feet surrounding the party.
60
Sorry.
feet is,
Sorry.
yeah.
That's a lot of feet.
19. I got
Alright.
19.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Your
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Give me a second.
Oh no, no, my
Oh, so Drac has to roll that. Thank you, Ag.
She's back.
Okay,
Yeah,
Alduin
yes.
got an 18 at least.
Ooh,
I got a
good job.
19.
I got a.
Yeah.
Alex.
I got a
Alex
14.
oof.
I think Aya has failed the check.
Yes,
Alex got
so
a,
is Drac.
Alex got a 16, so Alduin
Yeah,
got an 18.
I was going.
Sorry.
If you let, please. Okay. Dracatio gets +3 to his roll because of Flash of Genius. When
Yes.
Ashes is within 30 feet of somebody, it adds +3 to their roll.
All right, so I get a. I already added that, but I got a 9. So
Oh, well, she still would have done it for him.
Yep.
And I got a 15, but I also have defenses.
Really
so-
sorry for people who just failed their save.
What do I need to get above? 'Cause-
17, and you passed
oh,
it.
like Aldwin did not pass it, but barely, because he got a 16, not a 17. But
Okay, well,
but Alex,
I'm sorry.
no, not Aldwin. Alex. Alex rolled a 16.
So
Aldwin rolled
did
an
the
18.
automatons fail it?
let me roll for the automatons because
Yeah, they're the ones she's targeting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
At
I'm gonna
least
just
Aldwin
roll
got
as a group
past
for
it.
them. So let me just see 7.
Why does Aldwin, the person with the most health, survive, but Alex with the least health, not the least health, but he only has 22 health right now. He never regenerated it.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it was a 20-foot radius room. I wasn't told that.
All
You should
right,
have
so
asked.
the automaton that you targeted manages to make their save, but all the others fail.
Okay. Sorry!
You. Wait,
53 necrotic damage to everybody who failed.
Wait, how much?
Did mine have to be higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher.
Sorry.
Okay,
How-
wait, how much
Wait,
damage?
what did,
Sorry.
How much
what did
damage?
you guys get? What did-
53 necrotic damage to everyone who failed the save.
Wait,
53.
23?
53. It's
I'm
a
dead!
14d6
Alex is dead!
roll.
Alex has 22 health.
No, wait a minute. I'm making this when you all zap back from the cartoon world. You were. It was a benefit of a long rest, so
Yep.
you've got
That's
all
worth
your
it,
hit
Gunner.
points.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now I have to divide that by half because she has resistance to necrotic damage.
Wait, okay, 53?
53, because it's a
53.
14d6 roll.
Oh god, oh, Alex is back to having 25 health. Ow.
Sorry.
Dang it, Mag! I'm gonna minus my hit. I'm doing so well.
At least Aldwin managed to dodge it. It's like Aldwin's like, oh shit! Alex goes, wait, what? Oh shit, about what?
Didn't I dodge it? I got a 19.
Yes,
you
you
took
Yes, you
survived
did.
it. You resisted it.
Yeah,
Oh.
no.
Tricathia wasn't so lucky, and he's now down to.
No, the Constitution saving throw was 17. Anything higher, and you
Yeah.
resisted.
Yep.
And
Cool.
since you rolled a 19, you resisted. You're fine.
Aldwin
Oh,
also
I'm
resisted
fine.
it.
Why am I bitching?
Yeah, why are you?
I don't
Exactly.
I was worried. I was worried for a second.
I am slightly mad because Aldwin's fine, but Alex only had 78 health, and now he's back to having 25.
It was better than
Okay,
nothing.
so the one automaton that survived all this, what is he doing right now?
He's just cracking his knuckles.
Oh no.
How about the rest of his group? Are they melted?
They are not melted, but they are staggering around blindly.
Look at that.
Alex just goes, "Hi, Lana. It's nice to see you."
Nice
Oh,
to see you too, sweetheart.
Alex just like staggering up, like, "Ow!"
God dang time you came back. Where the heck have you been?
Ashes is just
Hi.
Ashes is just going to walk past them to Dracathio, saying as she passes Leilana, "You're a fool." And she just walks and keeps walking. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on Dracathio.
Okay. How many hit points do I regain?
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
24.
24. Okay.
Yep. The rest of them will notice she's not using crystals like an artificer would.
Yep.
There's other means to which her magic is working.
Yep.
But,
He
yeah.
looks up at her, kind of gets up on one leg and says, "Thank you." Gets up on his full height and stands and says, cracks his shoulders and says, "Much better." Takes out his battle axe and says, Now, where were we? Looks at the closest bot. And he's going to cleave it. Let's see. Bot needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It is prone, so it can't. So it automatically takes the damage. 2d10 plus the ability of the Great Axe, which is that. Okay, so the this automaton just crumples in on itself as Drac just like takes his battle axe, swings down on its chest, and its chest just caves in, and you can see a hollow area with a bunch of circuitry, which if anyone's looking may have noticed that hollow area used to house an organism of some kind, but it's been retrofitted with all this circuitry.
Mage Hand just goes, these things are not as strong as they hype them up to be.
Makes it much more easy for us to get through.
Well, yeah, but like I thought these were gonna be like the world enders or something, but like Mage Hand says in a really disappointed tone. Well, anyway,
Theo says maybe these are just the
still bad.
prototypes.
Oh yeah,
Who knows how many more there
Actually,
are?
Yeah. Mage Hand just shrugged.
How many are left?
There are 6 more.
6 more.
But they're stumbling around like bumbling idiots because they're temporarily blinded by the attack.
I'm just screaming out to what was his name? What was the guy's name who captured us again? Can't remember.
He's already gone.
Damien Voss is down below decks.
I just scream out, "Come on, give us a better challenge than this!"
You just hear the frickin' Mage Hand going, shush!
Come on!
Let's not be cocky about this now.
Let's not cast that particular spell.
I may have been mocking the machines, Arkham, but I don't recommend to ask for more. What kind of cocky?
You're not bored of these things.
Speaking of machines, Ashes is going to walk over to one of the stumbling ones and acquire one for herself.
What?
Are you activating one of your special traits?
Yes, she is.
All right. Spin down your D4 to a D3.
Yep.
And you gain if you want me to describe it, or you can describe how you acquire this extra friend of yours.
She just walks over, or they just walk over to it, no fear, and they hold their hand out in a fluid motion, and a set of black tendrils come out of her wrist and spear the automaton, and then their eyes start flashing. The automaton's eyes start flashing until they match the red glow of Ash's eyes, and it stops stumbling.
Upload completed. Looks at Ash's master. I am one of one.
They nod and say, "The door. Take it down."
Acknowledged. It starts lumbering towards the door.
Okay, so while that was going on, Aya is not even paying attention to this. It's her turn, is it not?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
She is going to cast Melt's Minute Meteors.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because keep in mind, you're on an airship. In the air.
You can create 6 tiny meteors in your space. They flutter around the air. They're tiny meteors! I thought this long about casting a fireball and decided that was a bad idea. When you cast a spell, and as a bonus action, on each of your turns thereafter, you can spend 1 or 2 meteors, sending them streaking towards a point or points you choose within 120 feet of you. And the meteor reaches its destination and impacts on a solid surface. The meteor explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of the point of the meteor exploding must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature makes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save and half as much as the successful one. So, she casts this at 7th level.
She just gets a volcanic rock shield.
Something like that. And on her bonus action, you said that there were 6 left? Dear?
Yeah, he said 6.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Well, technically 5
5.
because she took control
5.
of one.
Yep.
Okay, okay, 5. She's gonna nudge one of the tiny meteors to the one that's closest to her, not the one that's been taken over.
Got it.
So he has to roll a dexterity saving throw of 19 or more.
Okay, so dexterity saving throws, so that's that for those. Okay, I'm gonna roll as a group for 5. 19, you say, to pass?
Yes.
All of them fail.
Okay, I'm only sending one.
Oh, you're only
one.
sending 1. Okay, got it.
Yes, and he failed, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the lowest number that I rolled, so yeah, it whiffed.
It whipped and 5 points of fire damage.
Yeah, man. These bots are getting.
They make my most powerful.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so 5 damage. Okay, yep. It's still up, but it's like it like looks over in your direction from the fireball because it's using its auditory sensors instead of its visuals, and it just like lets out a metallic kind of growl.
And my character just kind of throws open her hands and goes, "You want me? Come and get me."
Starts lumbering forward,
Uh-huh.
and that's its turn. Who's next?
Who's next?
Me looking at all the things I control. Ah, shit.
Mage hand.
Mage Hand technically is always with Oldwin, turn-wise.
Got it.
If Mage Hand does something, it's also going to be with him.
Got it. Okay.
But I do have Alex, and if the 2 other characters here want to do anything that I control, also them, technically.
True.
So anyways, Alex is like, okay, that hurt a lot. No, you burnt my fur!
You're just a little
Darn it.
patchy around the ears.
Yeah, it's like, no, my fur. It'll grow back. Anyways, he just like surveys the situation. I feel like I'm gonna break my teeth if I try, or break my claws or teeth if I try to do anything here. He just casually turns to the other 2. Are you 2 gonna do anything? Diver's just Diver. No one's noticed, but Diver's just been leaning on the wall, not really doing anything. Oh, I kind of don't have my harpoon. Ah, you? Henry's just kind of sitting on the, kind of curled up on the ground right now.
In a fetal position.
Yep.
Okay. So you're holding your action for all those characters? Sounds like...
Alex goes, go team! I believe in you!
Alright, the 2 guards are going to take their steam rifles and they're going to fire off in unison as a group, so...
Wait, I forgot those guys were there! I could have done something.
Oh well.
No, I'm dumb. Ah. My brain.
Let's see. This
Shit.
is scatter shot, so, anyone within a 30 meter 30 foot radius needs to make a dexterity saving throw of a DC 15.
Who are they aiming at to begin with?
They are
It's
aiming
scatter
at
shot.
they're aiming at Dracathio, so it's like a blunderbuss kind of shot, but they're pointing the weapons at Dracathio because he's the closest.
Wait, is Dracathio close to Anna, or is she still on the side of the ship out of range?
She's climbed up the ladder, but she's still at the ladder's top. She climbed up the ladder, sent off your
I rolled
spell.
11, so I'm gonna get hit.
Yep. And
I rolled a 9.
9. Okay, you're gonna get hit. Each of you take 2d4 damage. I'm gonna roll that. Give me a moment. Each of you take 4 damage. If you didn't succeed on the roll.
Okay.
Is that a hit? 4 damage.
Well, these are like lightning pellets. They're not. Yeah. They're more of intimidating weapons. They're not more like functional weapons.
They're for design, not for purpose.
Yes. Because Damien
Ashes
Voss
is
is all about
going-
design, not about functionality.
Oh, Ashes is going to show them what a true terrifying weapon is.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Alright, these guards are done. For now. That's their turn.
Is it... Wait, who
Top
made
of the
their turn
round?
first?
Who's
Uh,
next?
That would be Aya.
Aya. Why is it Aya?
Aya already had her turn, though.
I
Oh, yeah,
haven't
you're
had
right.
a turn.
Sorry. I'm
Didn't
trying.
Arkham go first?
Yes, Arkham, go ahead.
And then I went second.
Yeah.
Arkham.
There's too many
Here.
players to micromanage, so I'm just like,
I know. I'm trying to focus on what's going on here.
yeah.
So,
You guys need to help me with your turn orders because I don't.
Well, I came in last, so I don't know
Yeah.
what position you put me in.
Yeah, you were third. That's what I
alright,
remember.
so wait.
All right, that's fine.
So we're facing some. I can't remember.
Automatons.
Automatons.
Hmm. How many more? How many more are left?
Still 5.
I want to do my. I want to try to aim my acid spit one more time without
Alright.
hitting anybody.
Okay. Roll your
All right, guys.
acid.
All right, guys. Everybody, back up. I'm spitting again.
That sounds really gross.
You know what, Aldrin? You can stand in front of him if you want.
No.
Just stand right here, and you'll be perfectly fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine, darling.
All right. I roll a 19. I
Yeah,
roll a 19.
you hit.
And let's see what my strength was. It was.
No,
It's plus 5. It's plus 5.
All
they
right.
have to make the deck save.
They have to make the deck save.
Yeah.
Make the-
I just rolled.
You don't roll an attack. Yeah, you just do it, and
They-
they have to save.
They hit.
Yeah.
They,
'Cause
they hit.
Yeah, your attack hits because their decks. They have piss poor decks. Remember, these are lumbering
It biffed
like
it.
automatons. No, these are big automatons. A few of them biffed it, but like one of them just has really low stats. So
Look at that. Perfect
Now-
aim.
5d6.
5d6. All right. Let me just go to wherever it is. This thing. 5d6. Okay, roll your 5d6.
All right.
Tell me the
I rolled,
total.
I rolled a 5.
5. Okay. Minus 5.
Keep rolling.
Yep.
All right.
Did you use the bot for it, or did you just roll 1?
He's
Dice.
rolling. He's rolling physical dice.
Yeah.
Individual.
Let me try. 4 again. 4.
That's
Go
9.
ahead.
Yep.
Hold on.
3. 3.
12.
2 more times.
Are you kidding me? It's,
Yeah,
No.
it's 2.
that's how it worked. 2,
It-
so that's 14.
All right.
Come on,
Describe
give me
the.
number,
Describe
give me
the.
one big-
Okay, you can describe the demise of this robot.
Okay.
And all the ones behind him.
Yes,
5. I wrote another 5.
it's dead. Describe how it dies.
Yeah, they're it's dead.
Melting. It's melting. They're all like melting away. Pretty much turning into nothing but like bits and pieces and just.
You just see like molten goop
Puddles.
kind of like pouring out of the orifices of these like robot parts, and they kind of like melting down to the deck plating. And you just kind of see one of these these cannons on its arm just kind of like fall off and clatter to the ground. It's still functional, surprisingly, even though it was attached to the original machinery. It seems to be independently operating.
Look at that. They all just go down and melt away. Told you this was gonna be fun. Told you
Don't
this was
get
gonna
too
be-
cocky now, Mage Hand says.
Dracathia runs over, picks up the arm of this robot, which still has this kind of cannon on it, and he says, "Well, at least we acquired the Dalek technology."
The Dalek. Wait, did we kill all of them?
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
robot
But there's
at the
still
door.
people.
There's still two people, and they're headed towards the door where the other lumbering robot's headed.
Old turns to them. Okay, I guess I could deal with them. He says, questioning everyone.
Ashes pulls a revolver if they're running at her, and instead of a bullet, the 3 rays are going to come out of their gun.
Okay.
I am casting Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Fun.
So it is. I have to roll 3 attacks.
Yep.
First one is 26.
Okay.
Second one is 25.
Okay.
Third one is 21.
And you're hitting individually,
Uh,
or you're hitting one target?
Yep,
Individually.
one target. Yep.
Which
one
guard,
target
left or
each.
right? Oh, one target each. Takes
yep.
that much damage.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, each target takes that amount of damage. Got it. First guard
Yeah.
drops. The second guard stumbles, gets back up, and is about to fire off a shot at your lumbering guard robot
And,
thing.
yeah.
And the third guard just drops his weapon, jumps off the ship. As he gets hit in the back, it just falls over, and you're ah!
Ah!
They spin the gun in their hand and reholster it and just look right back at the door, as if nothing happened.
That was interesting.
The
Now, how many are there?
There's 3 guards, because one came down from the top deck. But the one that came down from the top deck just jumped overboard in panic after he got shot in the chest.
Okay, so there's only 3 left.
There's 1 guard left, and
There's 1 guard left.
he's firing off
Oh.
a shot at the lumbering guard who's trying to open the door, the automaton. Sorry, which is your allied.
These guys really don't give up, do they?
No, they don't.
They're pretty bad, Alex.
Lana has finally climbed over the
Yep.
the railing thing onto the ship. I grow increasingly bored with this madness.
But that was.
Hush, Leilana. Let people do their things.
Ooh, we just shushed Leilana. Oh no.
Yeah, well, this is Ao shushing her sister, so
Yeah.
that's warranted.
Don't take care of it, I will.
We're almost done here. This is beginning.
What
to
is
be-
What is the lumbering robot doing to the door? It's at the door right now.
Yeah, they basically wanted the thing to take it down. Like, bust in, bunker busted, you know.
All right, it's
Breach it.
It's punching at the door, and it needs to roll a strength check.
Yep, you have that sheet. I do not.
Yeah.
At the same
So I'm doing
time-
that. Hold on. Okay.
At the same time that's happening, Aya, can you roll a... what is it? I guess it's a perception check? Yeah,
I can roll that.
There is a loud metallic thunk as the fist of this creature slams into the door and makes a slight indentation, but this door is thick and beefy. It's going to take a lot more punches before this door caves in.
Ah,
Alex
Oh, God.
goes, "We're sure we want to be brute about this one." I think
That's a 16 mag.
That works. Aya, you feel the air on this vessel start to get really heavy.
what are you
And
doing?
What's coming?
yes, she does, and she's going to try to prevent it as much as possible.
Wow,
Is
what's
it Aya's
happening?
turn yet?
It is Aya's turn. But I need to ask Mag, what are you specifically doing to the ship?
Well, she's not doing anything to the ship.
To the air, I meant, around the ship.
Remember the incident that transpired a while back?
Incident.
When Leilana tried to save Lady Mary?
Recount that to me again, because
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Leilana's eyes are starting to glow white.
No!
White.
Oh.
Primordial forces are being channeled.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, she's pulling upon her godlike powers.
Meanwhile,
Because
meanwhile
it's
that's
been a
happening.
while.
Meanwhile, that's happening. Diver looks and goes, "Oh no, that's probably not good." And while that's also happening, Henry just like eventually just kind of looks at the door that's being punched and just stands up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna keep grabbing my coffee mug and putting it to my mouth to do the diver.
As you guys are all doing this, you just hear kind of sounds across the vessel. It's like alarms and air horns going off,
Yeah.
and
okay,
you see two more foot troops come up
Okay.
top deck.
Thank you. Is it Aya's turn yet?
Yes, it is now his turn.
Yeah,
Thank
can't
you.
be Aya's
Sorry,
turn,
I
yeah.
am
Fucking hell.
my bad.
She's going to go up to the. These are human guards.
Yes, they are.
My character is going to walk up to this human guard who's attempting to shoot the thing that's trying to get into the next room.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to cast. I'm going to have more slots in. At 4th level, she is going to cast Charm Person.
All right.
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 19.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Yes.
He fails.
I'm
The
sure.
the person is now charmed by me until the spell ends, or until until we do anything harmful to him.
Got it.
The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
He just looks at the big robot and says, "Hey there, big guy." Lowers his weapon. Shall I open this for you? Pulls out a key card.
Me? Oh no.
They
Yeah.
they will stop the war droid, and they will say that would be appreciated. Just kind of like,
Thank you, my kind guard. Please open the door for us.
The guard just slides the key card in the slot.
And then she says very sweetly to this guy, and make sure your friends don't try to follow us. Pointing to the guards that have just come up.
He turns around and he's going to fire off 3 shots. There. Ooh. He just like as he's like sliding the key card, he just turns around, not even looking, just goes pop, 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 and the 3 guards just like crumple to the deck.
Damn.
Dang.
And
You're
he just
welcome!
he holsters his weapon and says, and then pushes the door open, and it kind of goes. He says, "After you," gesturing to the big lumbering guard who's twice the size of the door frame.
So there's nobody else now in the room, right?
No one's in the room.
Other than other than us, the
Yep.
lumbering
Yep.
word and the one that I've just charmed.
Yep.
Perfect. I look at everybody else and go, "You're welcome, shall we?"
There's a
Yeah.
in the
let's
room.
go.
There is a stairwell leading down deeper into the ship, and
I look at the guards and go, "So where did the uh uh big one go? The leader. Where did he
Yeah.
go?"
The big
Damien
cheese.
is down in his safe room. I can take you there.
Well, thank you very much. I have control of him for an hour, people.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's.
And
Okay.
Oh no.
All we need is 5 minutes. We need is 5 minutes.
Ashes is leaving the big droid outside because that would
Yep.
just be cumbersome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meanwhile, that
To guard, make sure nobody follows them in.
Acknowledge. Guard mode activated.
I want to put the acid true off my face. Just like
Damn.
about time we can.
Now,
about
I
time.
have a question. A
Yes.
very important question. How does Arkham react seeing this version of Leilana? Because he's never seen this before.
Just casual. He's not really. Between everything that's been happening, pretty much, he's pretty much now just at the norm of like. He's
This is
just.
okay.
He's like, roll with it. He's like, just roll with it.
So
Meanwhile-
only Aya knows the true danger of what just transpired.
Aldwin kind of knows,
Uh-huh.
but the character Henry doesn't like it. He feels it very, very threatening to him as he's going to freaking have a mini panic attack in the corner.
Yeah, as they walk in, Ashes activates their radiant form, and the being before you all grows, keeps her angel wings, but also grows a set of bat wings as she begins to glow in a dark blood red light as she walks into the room.
And you can see, and it's kind of like eerie because like there's more of these pulsing like red like klaxon lights just all over the place. So this like glowing red just enters the room and just makes it even deeper red.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
And Trucathia just
They look
says,
like-
"Nice of you to fly in. I'm headed to engineering. Ashes, are you coming?" He says.
They look back towards the command thing and then look back at Dracathio and they sigh. They say, "Of course." They say, and they'll go with him.
All right, so Trucathio is headed to engineering with Ashes. What is the rest of the party doing? Heading towards the safe room?
Yes.
All
I
right.
want to knock this guy silly.
Well, Leilana's
I
already in
get
full
first
steam
dibs.
charge.
This guy, I get first dibs. He
She's stomping
captured me
towards the
himself.
safe room.
So okay, wait, everyone stop. There's too many people talking
Pause.
at once. It's starting to overwhelm me. Okay, I'm just gonna put that down now.
I want first dibs and first crack at this guy. He captured me himself. He gets the reward of getting a beating from me.
Okay, Jesus. Okay then, I need to. I'm sorry. I just had to like make everyone stop for a second.
Yep.
That was a little too much for me.
Sorry.
Like, ooh, okay. I think I can regain my composure. Okay then.
All right.
Anyways, Aldwin's like, oh, we're going this way? Okay then. Meanwhile, because no one's paying attention to Henry, only Diver and Alex are the only two people looking at him, I guess. So I have to roleplay against myself. I'm not good at that. So, something's happening over there.
Question.
Yeah?
Does Aya follow Leilana because she is stomping towards the safe room?
Yes, Aya is following Leilana, trying very hard not to have Leilana any angrier than she already is. Trying to talk to her like a sister.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, Alex, Diver, and Henry are all lagging behind because they're trying to let Henry move forward a little bit with them because he's very much a little nervous. It's like, it's like taking care of a child. This is stupid. That was a joke. Laugh. Anyways.
Haha.
Ha ha. Anyways.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not very good interacting with myself, so I'm not going to roleplay with them unless someone interacts with them, so that's why I'm being a
Okay.
little half-assed about it.
No, you're fine.
Don't expect me to be very good with that.
You're good.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yep.
Oh, I can't handle this pressure. Anyways. Let's continue.
All right.
I
So
think you have one too many characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
going
know.
to cut down to engineering, where Dracathio is, and Ashes are at the door to engineering. It is sealed, and there's a device on the door. Some kind of steam-powered device with lots of clockwork.
Okay.
Dracathio points to it and says, "That's not good." You see all these kind of wires leading behind the door into the engine room.
Okay, I'm devising something. Give me a second, but yeah.
Dracat, Ashes just kind of smirks. And they are going to go coerce the door into opening.
Dracathio says,
Uh,
throws up his hand and says, "Wait a moment." Points to the device and says, "It seems that our friend here has left something that is not safe to approach." Pointing out the motion sensor on the device that's clearly not part of this world's technology. He says, "If we get any closer, that door and the entire engine room will detonate, taking down the ship and us with it."
She thinks about that for a moment, or they do. They will, kind of wish they had Scribe. Or Scry. Let's see what this does. I have to see it. Oh, aha. Here. Sorry. Only back. 60 away. Okay, so theoretically this should work.
Okay, what are you doing?
They are casting Blink. They are going into the ethereal plane and going to just try and walk through the door out of
Okay.
view of the motion sensor.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have to roll
It's,
for that, or is it just an activated?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have to roll and get 11 or higher on a d20.
Cool.
Which I'm rolling now. And I got a 16.
All right. So you kind of like phase out of visual spectrum, and Dracathio's like, "Clever girl." As he sees your shimmering form just kind of like move past the door, through the door, and into the engine room. And
And then
when you look into the engine room, there's no one in the engine room. Nothing at all. Except a whole bunch of what appear, and I'll have you roll an intelligence check with advantage because you know what these are, but let's see how good you know what they are.
all right, I got 16 and 18.
18 will do it. So you're looking around this room and you see wired up to the door frame and attached into the engine's cores, these steam engines, strapped to these metal boilers, are what appear to be modified cobalt bombs from the 23rd century. These are definitely not technology that should be here. This is technology from where your friends come from, Ashes.
Yeah. They
And these are
walk
rigged
over.
to detonate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
if there's no motion sensors on the other side of the door.
Nope.
Oh, this is going to suck, but at least it's going to help them. They are going to walk over, pop out of the ethereal plane, and
As you pop out of the
turn.
ethereal plane, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Oh, this is gonna be entertaining. Oh wait.
It's always entertaining.
Oh. 19.
There's an energy in this room that is kind of like arcing across the floor and all around you. And I need you to take 2 dots off of your friend's little ability. You're down to 1 dot.
Mm-hmm.
As you drop to 1 knee, and you realize what's happening. You've just set off a room scale EMP.
Mm-hmm. And well, the GM knows how she is, and this is not going to deter them.
Yep.
They are going to struggle their way to one of the explosives because it looks like they're chained together. Obviously,
They're not chained together. They're chained together, but they're strapped to like 4 different boiler units on this vessel.
Well-
Steam boilers.
yeah, she's basically going to try and disable them all at once using the last charge she has in her little friends.
All right. Before you do that, I'm going to say something to our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to drop any of your channel points or use any of your bits or your gems, now is the time, because you can save this player from or give them a initial boost in their ability to do this, if you so desire, by using either a free reroll, giving them gems to use a special ability, or giving them essence points to do a special ability. So now is the time.
Yeah. Although,
Evil, you need to actually use oh, okay. Got it. And who are you giving a reroll to, Evil? Are you giving it to, Ashes?
oh, this is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be great. I love it.
Yes, it is.
Evil, if you could just let me know, if you're giving, Ashes the reroll, because I see you say, I'll give M a reroll, and you used your 600, gems, so thank you.
Give him. He's saying I'll give him a reroll.
Okay, got it. Never mind then. Yep, okay. Thank you, Evil, for letting me know. Alright, so you have 1 free reroll in the pool, if you so need it.
Okay. Awesome. What am I rolling for this?
You are rolling a, intelligence check.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad. 26
You
with a nat 20, but yeah.
Cool. So the first light on this device winks out, but there's 3 more lights per these like modified torpedo units. So you're gonna yeah, it's gonna be like a time task.
Okay. Then, depending on how many times you want me to roll, I will
2 more
roll.
times.
All right.
And while you're rolling that, I'm gonna cut to the hallway as you guys round the corner, and there are 4 guards that round the corner and block off your path to the as you're making your way to the safe room.
I look at my new friend. He's leading us, right?
Yes, he's leading you. He's already pulled out his rifle and is like loading it as he's in mid sprint.
I'm looking for that.
These guards are human, right?
Yes, they're all
Yes.
human.
They're all him. Why do you think I charmed one of them?
I mean, it could have been a wolf person. It could have been a cat person. It could have been a.
No, this is a steampunk world, so humans it is.
So I got 14 on the second one and 25 on the third.
All right. So the 20.
I can re-roll the 14 if I have to.
Yeah, the 14 you can choose to reroll because you have that in your
Yeah.
pool. So if you'd like to reroll it,
It is now 15.
15. So the third light goes off, but the green light starts pulsing and blinking rapidly. This thing is now armed and ready to detonate.
That's unfortunate.
It
Yeah,
just
we
makes
don't
like a
know
little
any of
beeping
this.
noise.
How is it just the one or are they all beeping?
They're all beeping because they're all linked up.
How are they attached to the boilers?
Magnetically attached.
Okay, and then the wires are connected.
Yep. Yep. But
Okay.
trying to remove these things, you don't know. Trying to remove the magnetic clamps may set them off. You don't know.
Yeah. She's going to very quickly try and jack in again, as it were, and then you can go back to the rest of them.
Yeah. While you're
I can
jacking
make this
in,
roll.
we're gonna cut back to the party with the
Okay.
other.
I have an idea how to deal with this overpopulation of my character's problem.
Go ahead.
Basically, as Diver and everyone pretty much is like guiding Henry here, I'm just gonna remove one here. By as Diver's walking, all of a sudden a portal opens above him. Dark hands grab him and drag him out, and there's just dark matter. Like he just right in the face dark matter. Dark's like, and you don't have the crystal. Yeah, I don't. But cup. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, then he just throws Diver behind him. Well, anyways, wait, is my job done? No, now keeps my job is not done. Anyways, is you points at Diver. Here, you get the setback and do whatever. I guess you did a good job. He turns back to watch again. Okay, that's how I just removed at least one character from my problem. Now I feel a little better.
All right.
Anyways, anytime I can get dark matter in here, it feels great.
Cool. So, the guards looking like turning back to you as he's in mid sprint as these guards are looming up behind him, putting up like a kind of like a barricade. With some kind of like energy shield that's definitely not from this world. And they're taking like a defensive stance, trying to block you from getting past. And you guys are headed right towards their barricade. What are you doing?
How far away are they?
45 feet.
Can they see the looming monstrosity that is Leilana storming towards them?
Yes, but they're not within range for them to roll an intimidate check yet.
Oh shit.
How far away did you say they were?
45.
feet?
Yep. They need to be within 20 to have the intimidate check go off.
Alduin and Henry eventually around the corner, slowly following behind the group, and X goes, "Oh, I think I'm needed." To Henry, you can make the rest of the way on yourself, right? A little nod. Okay then, see ya, man. This is not mean, I swear. Alex says while running off to
You
help.
said they're 45 feet away.
Yes.
Yep. Aya, who's standing, who was next to Leilana. Leilana, what are you going to do?
He raises her left hand, points her finger out at a very menacing, sort of like bent angle. She's going to cast Sunburst at 8th level evocation.
Oh,
They all
Okay.
have to make all the enemies within that are in the hallway 45 feet away must make a Constitution saving throw of 17 or higher.
Oh. Well, Aya got her answer.
First one fails. Second one. Second one fails. Third one fails.
Ooh. Okay, this is gonna hurt all of them because in this mode she gets an additional +2 to her spell modifier.
Fourth one fails.
So instead of a +3, it's a +5.
Yep.
So they take 47 radiant damage to all of them.
Okay. 47. All right. So this blast wave goes off like throughout the
Trish, are you okay?
Oh.
What happened?
the.
Wrong.
Wait.
Anne's gonna have words.
This blast wave just rockets through the this corridor as like windows on the doors shatter, like glass shattering, light bulbs exploding above you, and steam from these gas like bulbs just like start filling the room, and these two guards are thrown up against the back of the wall. Their shield goes offline, and they just hear a dull thunk as they all four of them crumple to the ground. And then you hear, as you do this, Aya, roll me a perception check.
Who?
Aya.
Yeah, you.
Oh God. Oh, no. I hear that giggle. Perception, right?
Yes, perception.
Come on. Roll normally, you stupid dice. There we go. $25.
You see it, and you
I see
sit.
what?
You see the gas burner still lit, and the room filling with gas. You have about
Leilana?
like 20 seconds before this entire hallway becomes a fireballing inferno.
Okay, Aya, it sees Leilana do this, is looking at her, but sees that out of the corner of her eye and goes, Leilana, duck! And pulls her down with herself.
Yep. Is anyone else dropping? Is anyone else hitting the deck?
She is shouting this, so everybody should hear her.
Alden goes, wait, whoa, 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 whoa! He ducks as well, and Alex is still running down the hall, and he makes a loud screech with his claws. As he like, spins out.
There's a spark, flash of light, and a fireball is rocketing toward overhead down the hallway over the top of the party who have hit the deck.
And Henry's turning the corner. That's fire. Oh, wait. Henry just casually just stands there as the fire just freaking flumes through him.
All right.
Around him.
Time for damage.
No, there's a twist about Henry. I do
really?
have to point out. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing about what Henry is actually, well, Alex doesn't fully know, but Dark Matter definitely knows. Mm-hmm. And Dark Matter probably kind of laughs to himself because thinking for everyone's gonna see this and panic.
Yep.
But Henry's completely fine. Well, more of when the fire goes past, his entire top half is singed, and he just shakes it off, and the singedness just falls off of him
Yep.
because he's a living cartoon.
Yep.
But don't worry, there is a way to kill him. It's just no one probably has what kills him in hand.
Yep. Got it.
Let me guess. Ink dissolver?
Paint, like, yeah, stuff like whiteout, paint thinner, and stuff like that would kill him.
Don't tell the artificer that.
Yeah,
Of course,
don't
they
tell him.
have
Yep.
that on them.
All right.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't have thought about it directly.
Now,
It doesn't
the
look like it.
one thing to note about Leilana in this particular mode, when she's channeling primordial forces, she's all about attack mode. In order to defend herself, somebody has to be nearby to kind of pull her out of the way of attacks, because she's full on rage from beyond the realm. Her only goal is destroy, destroy, destroy. That's
Which is
all
the reason
she
why. Yeah, that's the reason why Ao sent Leilana duck and pulled her down.
Yep. So this fireball kind of like rockets through and leaves like massive scorch marks and stuff like that along the walls. And you just hear a lot of creaking all around you. And those two guards up ahead are now burned corpses. Well, the four guards up ahead are now burnt corpses. And your dude is also a burnt corpse.
Yeah, I kinda figured. Thank
Okay.
you. I was wondering what we're gonna do about him.
Yep.
Leilana gets back up and starts walking toward the safe room.
Leilana, don't do something stupid! And Ao
Leilana, roll me a not a dexterity saving throw, what is it?
Constitution?
No, not Constitution. It's not a saving throw. It's a check. What is it? Insight check.
Ooh,
Insight. Okay. That is a 15.
As you're like in this full primal rage, just walking down the hallway, you round the corner, your foot steps on something. Beams of red light start arcing across and zigzagging all over the place and crisscrossing all around you.
Would that have been a perception, not an insight?
Well, you didn't see it
I guess it makes sense.
because you knew it was there. And someone was calling out, "Hey, careful! Don't want to just run down the hallway like a crazy person." That's what happens.
That's what happened.
Okay. Leilana is going to. Can she see where these arcs of energy are spawning from?
No. They're just moving around, kind of like crisscrossing and slowly like moving back and forth. Kind of. There's no distinct pattern to them, from what you can tell, unless you'd like to roll another insight check.
Nope. 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 She's gonna do what she does best.
Oh.
Oh, come on! Really?
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11. Also, intimidation check and it failed.
Roll your intimidation check.
Actually
That's the
failed.
good old times.
Yeah, it failed.
You try to intimidate these beams of light, and they just start bending
No,
to
she's
your
gonna
will.
intimidate the machinery producing them to shut them off, but it failed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, one of these beams hits your arm, and you take 1d6 worth of damage, which is going to be. Hold on, I need to roll the damage for that. Where is it? There it is. Two damage, as your arm is singed.
Wait, what? Sorry. Sorry, respond back. The text real
No,
quick.
it wasn't you.
Yep. There's a the smell of burnt flesh in the air.
Ultimate goes, Lana, please calm down. Lana, please.
So we're not technically in combat, right?
No, but you've deactivated some kind of defensive mechanism.
Okay. What time.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, other stuff is happening. I'm
We're gonna
wait
cut
for
back
him
to the engine room.
the engine room. Nice.
Yep.
I'll wait.
Right.
And you
I'll
rolled
wait to
a
roll.
19, you
Okay.
said?
Yep. With their last flash of genius. Yes.
All right. You managed to dive into the code, per se, of this cobalt
Bomb.
explosive device, yes. And you see like multiple firewalls in front of you as you're standing there like on this like little floating platform in the cyberspace.
Cyberspace.
Yeah. Yep. And thinking back on breaking into a certain vault on a certain floating city, she's gonna make the firewalls think that they belong there. So persuasion, like hacking Dracathio's stuff.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check. The DC level is going to be 21.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, watch.
Okay. It, it,
And if you're going to be using your little friends, that's going to be your last pip.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Um, so just barely 21. Barely.
What does she roll?
Ah. Oh, she rolled a 9 with a 12 modifier.
That's yeah, that's 21 altogether.
That's 21. Okay, so the first firewall drops. Were you using any of your buddies for this? Your nanos?
Yeah, that was with the +3 from being what she was. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so you've drained your nanos and you no longer feel their abilities. As you're kind of like struggling to stay in cyberspace. Because you see like glitching all around you as like your body's like taking damage now. So if you want to stay in here, you're going to be taking wisdom saving throws.
Yep. And how many firewalls were there?
4. You've knocked down 1, so there's 3 more.
Yeah, why not? We'll do it again and see what happens.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Yep. That would be an 8. However, I do have a point of inspiration that I will use to reroll.
Okay. Cool. You spent your point of inspiration.
19.
The firewall kind of shimmers a little bit, but remains active. And you're just standing there at the front of the firewall. Roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Oh, only her worst stat. 3.
All right, I'm going to inflict damage because of that.
Yep. No, that's fine.
Why? Why was that a whiff?
Yeah, that's
3.
too. That's a 3. So yeah, that's too much. That's too low for her to remain in cyberspace. So I'm gonna have to mechanically inflict damage.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to come up with another idea.
Hold on. And since you're in cyberspace, and this is a pretty hefty firewall, it's a there. You're gonna take 12 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. And was she booted?
You're thrown out of the cyberspace, and you're just kind of thrown backward up against the wall of the other boiler across the way.
Okay.
And then we cut back to the party in the hall.
Wow.
Lilana's gonna roll another intimidation check this time.
Oh dear.
And this time I'm gonna make sure it gives me a good roll because the last one just sucked. Yes!
What?
Yes! I rolled an 18 and my intimidation is +9.
All right.
18 foot. Yeah, that's 27.
The
Got
lasers
off!
flicker. The lasers flicker, and then they turn kind of like... They don't turn off, but they all just rearrange suddenly into like an opening to let you through.
Wow.
He stomps forward.
Meanwhile,
Step
that's
forward.
happening. Cool.
And the
And-
step forward, and the
Okay.
lasers just go back to normal.
Wow. Damn, everyone else needs to go and do the fairway.
Yep.
What were you what were you wanting to do?
I was pointing out
Baldwin?
just interesting detail, kind of. As Henry's following, he looks down at the corpses in a very confused fashion, and like kind of bends down and pokes them, very confused why they're not moving.
Yes.
Yes.
The player knows what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to jump back to the engine room, so it's kind of like a quick cut back and forth. So Kathy is like up against the door. Well, not up against the door, but he's like coming into you like, Ashes, come in, Ashes. Ashes, can you hear me?
We're fine. We're fine. There's explosives.
Are you okay?
We have a headache, but we'll live.
I'm
Trying to
getting
think of
unusual
which-
readings from that room. Are you sure you're okay? What's back there?
We tried to disable some cobalt explosives.
You just hear hear a beat of silence as he says, "Cole, get out of there."
She nod. She'll nod. Obviously, you can't see her, but a few moments later, I will roll a d20.
Yep.
She will use one more of her blink spells as she shambles out. 15, so she's able to do it. Yeah, she's gonna stumble out of the door very. They're going to very exhausted looking. A lot paler than they were when they walked in.
Yep. And you drop in front of the catwalk, in front of
Yep.
Drax's feet, and we cut back to the party in the hallway.
Wow. But yeah, that's what's Henry. That's what
So,
Henry's
how
doing. Very
far
confused.
away are we from the safe room door?
Yeah, that was my question too.
Another
I
30
was about to
feet.
say.
You can see it behind the lasers,
Wow.
which you've just gotten through.
Great.
He's going to continue walking forward. Walking, not stomping.
Well, yeah. Aya goes. Did you have to intimidate the lasers?
Lana kind of turns her head like ever so slightly and shifts her eyes towards Aya. You can kind of see like in the far back of the eyes, her normal eyes are kind of just looking at you like, yeah, duh.
I think she just won't be happy until everybody's intimidated by her, even though she's not very
The
intimidated.
thing is that Aya's not intimidated by her.
Yep.
That's the reason why
No.
she's standing next to her and asking her these questions.
Alex just like, oh, great lasers. Damn it. How are we supposed to get past these?
Aldrin, I think you should jump into the
Aldrin.
lasers, see what happens.
I'm not jumping through the lasers.
Your
I'm gonna cut
noble
off-
sacrifice will be sung for years to come. I will
Henry-
even name my firstborn after you. Well, not really, but you get the drift. Go ahead, sacrifice yourself.
As that's happening after Henry tries to wake up the dead body, not processing it. Eventually, he just kind of walks back over. He walks to everyone and looks at the lasers. What? He's giving a weird look to the lasers, and he kind of pokes the laser, and now there's a hole in his finger.
Yep. There's a hole in his finger.
He just kind of looks at it, kind of rubs it a little bit, and the hole disappears after a few seconds, and kind of looks at everyone. Don't give me that look. Aldwin just says.
Okay, so do we have a plan here? We need to
Beijing
get
go.
through these lasers
You mean
because
you?
obviously,
No, we're walking through the hallway now.
No,
Yeah.
the lasers have
The lasers
separated.
they went back.
They went back to normal, so you guys are on the front end of the lasers, while
Okay.
Leilana is behind the lasers. She got through the lasers, so you guys have to figure out a way to get through the lasers and with Leilana.
I'm gonna try to use skill enough to get around the lasers.
I thought Aya was walking with Leilana.
Yeah, Ao was.
Okay,
with
so
Leilana,
Aya and
side by
Leilana are
side.
behind the lasers,
Yeah.
but the rest
Yeah,
of the party is
everybody
still.
else is at the other end of the hall where we came from.
Yes. So if you want to do a acrobatics check,
Okay.
I will let you try and get through these lasers.
20.
Okay, you managed to. Well,
Hold on.
I'm just describe how your character nimbly moves through
Plus
these.
4.
24.
Plus
Descri-
24.
24. Describe how your character nimbly moves through these lasers like a cat burglar.
Basically, I just go through. Basically, I just use all my skills that I picked up over for years, and just use my slithering dragon body like kind of like a lizard, sorta.
It's very
to get
disturbing to watch, but they do it with grace and ease.
Wow.
Like nothing to it.
Question: are all the lasers coming from one side? Like is
No,
all
multiple
laser
sides.
generators-
Multiple sides.
Okay.
Yep.
That
And they're
would've been
moving
too
back
easy.
and forth kind of like in a somewhat of a pattern, but not like consistent. They sometimes alternate.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, hurry up! Stop screwing around. Let's get to this already. I'm already at the end.
Henry just looks at the two sides, and just kind of thinks for a second. Henry does like a very cartoony like tapping foot thinking pose before getting a literal light bulb above his head.
Yep.
And he takes his paintbrush and draws two like he paints
Wait,
two
we
walls.
still have the paintbrush?
Well, Henry does. It's
Yeah.
much larger now though. It's like a staff at this point.
Yep.
But basically, he takes his paintbrush and draws two walls on little wheels to his left and right,
Okay.
and he looks very proud of himself.
What is
Also
he gonna
the
do
little-
with these walls?
Basically, he puts them in between both of the lasers sides, just into the hall a little bit, and beckons everyone to follow him. Everyone on the other side.
Any deflector walls. Very clever.
Yeah. It's like, okay, there we go. Because it's only my characters left, right? As usual. My characters are very small, you see. But basically, Henry just slowly pushes the walls forward as everyone else, is in between the walls, and eventually they eventually get through. And Alex goes, "That actually was clever. He can do things." Good him.
Alright.
Henry gets a little pat on the head from Alex.
Next up.
Yep. Who wants to go next?
Is everyone through? The
Everyone
lasers?
is through. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're at the door now, right?
You're at the door, and there is a keypad on the door, and the door is, looks like a heavy vault door of some kind, and it is definitely locked.
Good idea. It's been working so far, but I start drilling a bit of acid out of my mouth. I mean,
Yep.
if it's working, we should try.
Well, that's not a guarantee that this might be trapped.
Yeah,
And-
Damn, I wish Rags were with us. She would be able to tell us.
We cut back to the engine room, or just outside the engine room, as Drac is dragging the limp body of Ashes up the catwalk and out of the engine room, away from the blast radius of this this engine room as it's about to go off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Come on, you are so heavy. Why do I even?" He's like tugging at your arms, trying to pull you.
Oh yeah, they do have quite a bit of metal in their body, don't they?
Yes.
Uh,
They do.
so they probably don't weigh 123 pounds anymore.
No, more like
Um,
328 pounds.
Fair enough. Yeah. They are just going to lay there limped winged. The bat wings have retracted because
Yep.
she's unconscious.
Yep.
And they're unconscious. So, yeah.
I need you
For
to
what?
make a, well, not a death saving throw, but another wisdom check.
Oh, okay. Is that all?
Yep.
yeah, that's all.
Because I will, if you
that-
succeed on this, I will say something may happen.
It's 13. I don't think they did.
No. You're still out. Like a light.
Something very special is about to happen.
Yep. As he's still dragging you down the hall, like, as slow as he can go because you're so heavy.
Yeah.
And, yep, we cut back to the party at the door.
Okay,
As
well, how are we
everyone-
gonna test this door?
Since everyone is close to Leilana and they're well within range, I think Aya knows what's fixing to happen next.
Yes, unfortunately.
As Leilana's eyes get brighter and brighter, these gorgeous yellowy silver wings, feathered wings, sprout from Leilana's back. And they're kind of large.
Yep.
Like they block your view of the door large.
Okay.
Yep.
What are you doing?
He's going to reach down, touch the keypad, and command it to open.
Are you intimidating the
Okay.
keypad?
Would this be a? Would this be a?
I'll either take intimidation or persuasion.
Let me see here. Let me look. I'm guessing this is going to be an intimidation check. Because I
Okay.
can't find anything else on it of my stuff here. So yeah, this will be an intimidation check.
Okay, roll. Let me know what you roll.
At the 15?
Nope.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. If so on the D20, the 6 has the dash under the circle, right?
It's a 6, yep.
So 15's not enough.
Nope. The door goes,
Damn it.
Access denied. Meanwhile, rounding the corner from behind you, the lasers have deactivated, by the way, is Drac dragging a very limp, heavy Ashes. He says,
Oh,
I need help. We need to get out of here. Engine room.
why? Why do we have to get out of here?
Why?
Engine room. Explosion. Big. Very dangerous. It's like
We have
panting.
to take care of the guy that's in this room.
We have to go. Yeah, this guy.
I may have a solution,
what?
but I need to get Ashes to that door. He points.
Okay, Arkham, can you help get Ashes to the door?
How?
Just
Dragging
lift.
her, lifting them?
Strength check, please.
Okay, I'll pick Ashes up.
Strength
What
check.
is? Quick question. What is Ash's source of being?
Yeah, Ashes, are you there?
Yeah, is she
Yeah.
is she? Are you true Azamar?
They are a protector Azamar,
Okay,
as their
are you
like
true?
base.
Are you true Azamar as in radiant magics of any kind heals you?
Not really,
Uh,
because they've changed.
no.
They used to
All
be,
right.
but they're not anymore.
I go to grab Ash real quick.
So what is your source then?
She
Because you
can't tell you
changed.
because it's part of her story.
Yes, Mom, I am.
I mean, the
I'm
player
trying
can
to- I'm
message
trying to-
you. So, Ashes, if you'd like to message Mag directly
Mm-hmm.
and tell them as a player, that's fine.
Uh, yep. Can do that. I suppose. Um, she's bleh.
Yep.
All right.
So, what did you roll for the? Oh, you're on a phone call. Sorry. What did you roll, Arkham?
Roll.
Yeah, what did you roll for your strength
Strength check.
Yep.
19.
19. You manage to somehow pick up one arm, put it over your shoulder, and just heave with all your might as Tricathio is using his strength to basically help. As you manage to bring this hulking figure of Ashes over to the door, he places Ash's hand on the door keypad and he's going to roll his ability. Which is exclamation mark one did
He is going
plus.
to force their tendrils. I like it.
Yep, the tendrils shoot out, latch into the door thing, and you can kind of see like green energy as he's taking his hand with this like crystal on his arm. It's glowing green, and like green sparks are crackling around your hand. You may gain back 2 points of your little friends.
Ha ha!
Oh, that's not all she's fixing to gain back.
As your eyes flicker open, but you're not fully online yet, as you see kind of like the booting, like the Windows boot up screen going across your eyes. Not Windows, but you know, like.
In her brain, she's praying for no blue screen. Yeah.
No
Blue
blue
screen desk, please.
All right.
No blue screen, no
so
blue screen, no blue
now
screen.
that you've told me your source,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
you're still weak, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to not be.
As you're
boy.
saying this over the loudspeaker, you hear, "Attention, all crew! Evacuate the vessel. I repeat, abandon ship. Abandon ship."
The hell we are.
Leilana reaches down and grabs your shoulder. And you know how in some animes, like when a anime character awakens like this really great power, you hear that loud thunderous heartbeat, and the whole like that weird ripple effect happens.
Yeah.
You feel that in your chest.
Your chest with like your heart, which is like a real like person's heart.
Uh-huh.
Something springs to life out inside it, crawls all over it, and just turns green with like these little like electrodes and starts like shocking your heart faster and faster and faster.
You are now being channeled with primordial forces you've never felt before.
Regain all your 4 pips.
Yes. Now.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Their eyes just kind of like go bug-eyed for a bit, and then they
As you
just,
see the loading bar at like 20% just go.
You see,
Yeah.
when they jolt awake, Oldwin just like kind of like stumbles, like what? Oh, they're alive. It scared me.
Tricathio
They-
lifts his
What
hand
about the
off
door?
his hand off your hand and says, "Now, Ashes, work your magic."
they nod, and they will hack the door and get it open. They're going to persuade that they are an authorized user, as it were,
All right.
since your
Now,
tendrils are already in the thing.
before you do that, Leilana still has her hand on you. You're
Mhm.
rolling this with advantage because she's channeling primordial forces into you.
Okay.
And I'm going to reduce the difficulty of this check by 4 points because of that.
24.
Right on the money. The door
Yeah.
clicks and it rolls back into the wall, and standing there before you is Damien Voss holding some kind of syringe.
What the?
What is that? What you
Alex-
got in your
Okay.
head?
Alex goes,
Okay.
what the?
Now, while all this has been going on, I've been doing scroll.
Yes.
And while Leilana was doing her, I'm going to channel my primordial into the wonderful and lovely Ashes, whatever,
Ashes.
Ashes. This. Uh, First of all, for anybody who's around Aya, roll me a perception check.
Okay, okay, I'll roll.
I
So
suppose that means ashes as well. So
Yes.
I got a
what
20.
what is
Okay.
what is he rolling, Tricathio?
Perception.
Perception. Got it. Thank you.
Okay,
I rolled what is that?
Yes.
26 for
Okay.
Leilana.
So 26, 20.
14 from
uh,
Tricathio.
Alex gets a 23, but Oldwin only gets an 8.
Okay, Alex, Alderman is not gonna hear this.
But Alex does.
Yeah.
What
Track got a
about me?
14.
You got a 14.
Yep.
What did you get, Arkham?
I got an 18. Wait, what am I doing? What am I get? Wait.
Perception.
Perception.
Perception. An 18. Plus 3.
Yeah, that's
So
21.
21.
Yep.
Yeah.
21.
Everybody except for poor the one that got the 8. Here's
Oldwin.
this.
Yeah.
All of you hear Aya go, Lady Mary, save us. Very, very quietly. The next thing I rolled was a divine intervention, which has a 25% chance of working. She rolled a 21.
Woot. God help.
Yeah, God help. Basically.
Oh, he's holding a syringe.
He is holding a syringe, but something is going to happen in the room. Now.
So, what you got in
I-
your head?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So,
Say
what's
your
in
thing.
that syringe? Like
Yeah.
I care.
Mage Hand goes, that's probably not that bad. It's probably, I don't know, something. What do bad guys put in syringes? Mage Hand says.
It ain't gonna matter because he's gonna be losing his 2 front teeth in just 2 seconds.
Actually, syringes aren't that threatening, man. Mage Hand says, agreeing with Arkham slightly.
Mm.
So what does the guy say at this point? What does our big bad say?
The big bad says, "Enough of this." Stabs himself, and you see this green fluid just go into his arm, and his muscles start pulsing.
That's not good. If he's stuck it in,
Was that Borg juice?
I think he just gave himself an extra boost of something.
Not this shit again. You just hear Mage Hand say.
Okay.
Everybody, kill him now before he transforms.
Kill him.
And now for Lady Mary's entrance.
What you all see, because I don't think Arkham or Ashes have seen this particular individual, is a blue-white portal. And Lady Mary and a certain person who used to be known as Dark Matter, but is no longer called
shit.
Dark Matter.
Remote full shot.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Full shot's the little jester fellow.
Yeah. The
There he
Jester
is.
fellow. They both walk through this portal.
As they walk through, full shot goes, "Here comes the cavalry."
And
I thought
The,
I told you not to call us that. And
oh.
she turns and looks like at Bullshit.
Well, I thought it would be cool entrance word wise.
Damien Foss is
You know,
currently
it's
like
fine.
hunched over, just kind of groaning in pain as he's like turning into this creature.
Lady Mary looks over. Did he inject himself with what I think he injected himself with?
And a
And
lo-
first-
what a wacky dude.
And the first person she looks at is Arkham. You're new.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. So he injected himself with something really bad, we think he was going to try to poison us. But I think if we don't kill him now, he's going to start killing us.
Flechette just looks at Arkham. By the way, Flechette is very short. It's a short jester-looking fellow with a weird mask. And he
Yeah.
just goes, "Hi."
And Ashes? You also see that these two individuals come in. You do recognize one of them. At least your nanites recognize one of them.
They tilt their head mechanically. Do we know you?
No, you don't know
You-
me.
You also knew, and I think I know what happened to you, and we'll deal with it later. Let's
There's
deal
a
with
loud
him.
rumble from underneath you.
Oh dear, and the ship is blowing up. Great. Out of one fire and into the frying pan. What am I going to do with you people?
Can't get any worse, can it? Oops.
Lady Mary catches a glimpse of movement from her out of her front of her eye.
Mm,
He sees Leilana remove her hand from
mhm.
Ashes,
Yep,
and before anyone can react,
of course.
Leilana screams, throws her hand out. She's gonna cast Finger of Death at the groaning Faust for her.
Okay.
All right.
I have to use the bot for this.
Well, there goes that idea.
Finger of death.
Yeah, I
hang
have
on.
to use the bot.
Mhm.
I have to use the bot because this is a huge fucking spell.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I know.
I'm gonna put something in OOC just for shits and giggles because I want to.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
Where is it?
so much for homunculi number 2. Dang.
Where is it?
He
Remember-
takes 65 necrotic damage.
Hang on. He has to make a Constitution saving throw first.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Oh,
just
yeah.
let me do that. Where is it? DM Buckmans.
Let me
Exclamation
get back
mark.
down to it again real quick. Let's see. Yeah, he has to make a Constitution saving throw of 17, but I think he has disadvantage right now because he's mutating and he's
Yes,
in
he
pain.
does. Yeah. So give me a moment. But since he is using that, he's gonna get a.
this is
Yep. He doesn't make it. as his body starts
Whoa.
wreathing back and forth, and describe what happens. As he's like
But
trying to transform,
way-
but
Yeah,
what did you do? How many points damage?
65 points of necrotic damage.
give me a moment to open up my calculator on him.
Wait. You said you used the bot, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah, that was my question. Where did it go?
Did I put it in the
Oh,
wrong
you
channel?
put it in DM bot commands. I saw it.
Oop.
Yep, it's okay.
You were supposed to add because I was looking up the spell, dear heart.
Yeah.
Add 30 points to that.
Yeah, he did one.
To the
He did.
total?
Yeah,
78 plus
78.
35 because of the
Yep.
primordial form.
Yeah, you got it. You got
Yep.
it.
So 65. This guy is still up, but he is reeling in like pain and agony right now, as he just got slammed with this finger of death.
Hands down bad.
Excellent. Can Ashes do a thing real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
She's going. They're going to spend 2 of their charges and lunge forward with their tendrils and jab him.
What are you doing exactly?
They're creating another Eddie.
Oh, okay.
With him in a weakened state, she figures, or they figure they can do it.
Are you trying to pull whatever's in him out, or are you trying to
Oh
insert?
no! She's going to, or they are going to take control and then finish the transformation, so that he is under their control in that finished form.
Okay. Roll me a. Roll me. Roll me.
That's a bad idea.
4d20.
Oh.
And he's going to have to contest with 4d20 at disadvantage, so he loses one of those d20.
Okay.
The reason why I'm doing this is because he is a big bad, so I'm kind of scaling him up a little bit. But give me
Go ahead.
3 d20. No, I'm gonna roll 4 because that's fair. 4 d20, and then plus his wisdom, which is that. All right, so I'm removing the d20 that he rolled, the solid d20, so that's off the table. And he did whiff, so yep.
Yeah, they got a 50.
Oh, yeah,
for
I have
all
my
of them.
thing. I'm gonna get it. One moment.
They are going to create an army.
An army.
Yeah. So I was like, don't kill him! Don't kill him! I want him!
All right, so
I don't want to.
what did you roll?
They rolled a 50 altogether.
A
with all
50?
4 20s. Yeah.
So, yep, you his body stops like spazzing, and his eyes flutter open. They switch from like this brownish kind of like regular eyes, and then you just see like this digital green kind of go over it. His eyes turn like green, and he looks at you and says, "Designation 1 of 2."
They nod, and they look back at him. They allow him to finish the transformation.
Yep.
Uh,
Think of like
and
a
then-
very distended kind of looking young Bane from like Batman. Without all the tubes and stuff like that.
Look who's been working out. All we need is just a little bit of juice.
They they will look at Arkham and say, I, I wouldn't tease him if I were you.
Like,
But that's
They,
my whole.
Lady Mary,
they,
yeah. Let you finish this.
yeah.
That's my
They
whole
don't
charm.
know. They don't know friend from foe right now.
It looks over to
But
Arkham and says,
Hmm?
looks over to Arkham and then looks back to Ashes and then sends a digital message which pops up on your display and says, ally or target.
she sends the response, or they send the response, ally and annoyance.
Unclear. Ally. Is target? Question mark.
Ally.
just no.
They just shake their head and just put ally.
Acknowledged.
They will. They will teach them subtlety at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll-
Lady
they'll
Lady
count
Mary,
on it.
yeah. Lady Mary takes a look at everybody.
There's
Well
another rumble
done.
from underneath you.
Well done. But I think we all need to get out of here and back to the ship, don't you?
Yeah, I think we should go. Bullshit says we're looking out a window and seeing the clouds flying by.
The clouds are
Yeah.
flying up as you see the
Yeah, they're
city
going
looming towards you as you're headed towards the Capitol building.
Yeah, I think we should leave. Like, I'm sorry to spoil like the party. Also, hi. He says, "Well, gesturing to pretty much all of the new characters that are here." Eh.
Kind of bummed out. I was hoping for a fight.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be more fights to come, especially where I have to put you.
Well, anyways, Lady
And
Mary, how we get going?
There's a loud
yes,
creaking
and
noise as like fire starts
and
erupting from nearby.
yeah, she moves her hands. She says something that I think the only person that's going to know what she says is going to be Leilana. Simply because of the language she's using. Another portal appears, and it's a portal back to the ship.
Come on, everyone, in an orderly line fashion. Come in. Bullshit says in a really like jovial way.
And meanwhile, you
Ashes-
just hear a voice overhead say, "All passengers, please proceed to the nearest emergency exit."
No one knows where that is until you realize Bullshit is holding a recorder that's saying that.
Yes.
Ashes will motion her new friend forward, and they'll walk through.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone in the
Arkham,
video.
are you going through?
Yeah.
Going through.
Okay. Alduin, Alex.
All of them Alex start running in, and Henry's just confused, like, why is everyone running in? I guess I'm following. So Henry
Let's
follows.
see.
Video.
Leilana?
Cathio runs through.
Yeah, Leilana.
Leilana.
This is a life and death scenario, plays on.
Leilana?
Hello.
Oh no!
Snake! Da, 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 da.
No.
Da, 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 da.
The portal starts slowly closing.
Hang on. Mag, are you there?
I think he stepped away.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Aya will just kind of look between Lady Mary and Leilana and take Leilana's hand and drag her behind.
The portal snaps shut as you guys all like pile on top of each other onto the transporter pad of the Ventura, and Eddie is standing up there. Not Eddie, sorry.
Oh no.
Freddy Bot is standing at the controls. He says,
Oh,
"Hello, welcome back. It's time for your checkups." And that's where we're gonna end today's game.
wait, no! Okay. I had like one final thing probably, but yeah.
Well, you can say something. Go ahead.
It's more of back to Dark Matter though. He sees
meanwhile-
finally that. Yeah. Well, Dark. What?
We cut kind of
What do
like to the
Yeah.
like fade out, fade to black.
Yeah. Dark Matter, you can pretty much hear Dark Matter's voice going, Welp, Alex is back. Means the deal's been finished. Time to collect my due, I guess is that what you say? Yeah. That's it.
As we
I'll cut it there.
as we fade back to our back to the ship, and you just see like a kind of like a content, not evil, but like a content grin on Freddy's digital face, and he says, as he holds up a syringe,
No.
and then we fade to black.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 7 finale. Season 7, Episode 12. Time is of the essence. And wow, that was a very
What an episode.
intense episode, yes.
Thank you.
All right. So
we
two
brought up-
out of 6. Got it.
Yep, so we brought on a bunch of new players, and I wasn't expecting you guys to just yeet the big bad into the party, but okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect it
Yeah, I
either.
was really hoping for like a big fight scene.
Me
in that
too.
one.
I was gonna make Henry do a thing.
I was so bummed out when Ash and the other two were just like already killing the thing. I was like, dude, can we at least have a big fight scene to make the moment here? I mean,
Yeah.
he's turning.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. I think the problem is that we have so many players all scrambling to do something.
It is, yeah. That's
Like I'm scrambling, you're scrambling, we're all scrambling, so it's kind of inefficient.
Everybody needs to like be in a different group kind of battle with their own bosses.
Either that or split the team into like parties, like 3 on this side, 3 on the other, so like there's some order to it or something.
yeah.
Just give them their own bosses and everything. That would be like.
Because there's so many players trying to do something, like trying to use an ability or something to kill the boss.
Okay.
True.
That.
Well, what happened?
My dogs went absolutely ape shit over something, and I had to go outside to make sure they didn't get into a mess.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so where's everybody at right now?
We're
Lady
dead.
Lady Mary opened the portal, and we're all back onto the ship because Ashes made the big bad one of theirs.
Yes.
Cool.
And
Yeah, you wakened them just enough that she was just like, yoink.
Hey,
This is
that
mine now.
Finger of Death is Lana's most powerful spell. It brings a lot of different people to their knees really quickly.
Yeah, that is very true. That
it's
is
like
very
this. You, mine.
True.
This is mine now. There's many like it, but this one's mine.
Wasn't there one boss we faced off against before that her Finger of Death just annihilated the boss right after just in a single hit?
Yeah, that was one of the Remorez we battled in like season 5.
I'm just gonna say this now. I feel like we're gonna need a harder boss eventually.
Oh, you will.
Yes.
You will because next season, I can sort of reveal this. An old enemy is coming back to be a thorn in y'all's side.
Yes.
Who that is?
And as the Ventura flies off, breaking the atmosphere, but remaining in orbit, we're gonna do a little mini episode sequence. As you guys are settling back into your stations on the USS Ventura, there is a lot of messages on that comm, Ashes.
Mm-hmm. They are going to open them one at a time, as it were. I mean, they could probably open them all at once, but...
You skim read through them. I'm not going to go through them, but the last one says, "Dear Ashes, this is Farron. I need your help. Come home quick. Sincerely yours, Fen."
They're going to pinch the bridge of their nose, remembering the last time they stepped foot in that man's presence.
You look at the date stamp, and you notice this message was sent 6 months ago. Your last message was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. They... Yeah, they're gonna show that to Dracathia. Be like, we have to go home.
He says, "Well, no time like the present." He sits down in the captain's chair and he sits back and says to the crew, "Well, if everyone's ready."
We better not die.
Lana looks down at Dracathio. She's still in her primordial state, unfortunately. She hasn't calmed down yet.
And he actually stands up and lets Leilana take the center chair and says, "If you'd like to do the honors."
I was merely going to offer you a boost.
He looks back to Leilana and says, "Fair enough." He looks up to Clink. "You know what to do." And the ship jumps to warp. And that is the official ending of Season 7. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining
Homeward
us on
bound.
Season 7, Episode 12. Now let's go around the table and call out our cast for today's finale. I am PA Kenny USA, aka RT Studios, playing Clink and Dracathio, as well as Damien Voss, the big bad. Who's next?
Big bad who didn't last too long.
The
I
big bad.
He should have
The
tried to
big bad
transform before we
just
got in.
Up and got wrecked in like 2 seconds.
He
Well,
should.
they are still transformed.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
but
just on
still.
our side.
No, I
Yes.
mean like they should have tried to transform before we entered.
Yeah, but narrative flavor.
Yeah. Like logically.
We essentially caught him monologuing.
Yes.
To all
Yes.
those still watching, I am Magnarim. I play Lana and a few other choice characters. One of which, who, thanks to a selective choice to narration, will be returning next season. He's your favorite crazy goblin.
Yay! Thank
Yeah.
you.
And Ash's worst nightmare.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Well, I
Uh,
got to do my outro too. We got all do our outros.
Go ahead, Alduin.
Yep.
You do
Well,
yours.
Well, this was Gearbox, aka me, that controls way too many characters. And I'm
Hashtag
okay
trademark.
with this. The trademark. It's freaking a t-shirt now. Anyways, not really. Yep, that's me signing out. Who's next?
Arkham, have you done yours?
My name is. Hi, I play Arkham. My name is Constellation Squid, and it was fun being part of this season. I hope to join you guys in the next season. So much so, hopefully for more of these, and hopefully I can take some of those take a few characters myself. If because it seems like you all just keep adding on more characters, and I'm only just doing like the one.
Characters are like potato chips. You can never have just one.
And technically, Ashes has pets. She doesn't have extra characters.
You know what? I'm gonna go by homework here, and every time we add a character, I'm gonna say, "What happened to the other character that we had?" Try to explain it.
Well,
And if you try to forget it, I'm gonna call you out on it.
well, here's the thing. The character that's returning, he is a famed and fabled beloved character who went through some seriously tough moments, and people were not happy to see him go.
Again.
Again.
But he's returning next season, and this time things are going to be a wee bit different,
Oh no.
as
Pain,
per a discussion that me and Kenny had.
Okay.
pain to
It's
ASMR sounds.
And now it's my turn for my outro. I am Trisha Welsh. I play Aya Jokin. That is my main character. I also play Lady Mary occasionally. I've played Rags. And next season, I will be taking over as storyteller of this wonderful narrative. So be prepared, my wonderful adventurers, for the adventures that will await you.
Yay.
Until
Yay.
next time, thank you
Oh,
so
wait.
much. Oh,
Hi.
Whoop.
yes, we
Wait,
forgot
I
about
know
that.
I'm not on screen.
We forgot
but
about that
I'm
void
still
and
here.
the voice in the void.
Oh yes, I am so sorry. The void, the void. I am so sorry. Go.
No, it's fine. I'm Tricia Noir. I play Ashes, and yeah. While everyone forgot me, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Don't forget
Don't
me.
I know they forget they forget a lot of people because they're just
notice
mean.
me, senpai.
Many are
I'm.
forgotten in the void.
I am so sorry. I will start noticing you more.
Yes.
We gotta
I will
stare
No,
into
give
the
she
you
void.
won't. No,
pickles
she
and
won't. She'll
pancakes.
forget. She'll forget.
They say when you stare into the void stares back.
I will gift you with pickles and pancakes. Don't worry.
Pickles and pancakes.
No, it's bananas and pancakes.
Bananas and pancakes.
No, that's bananas and
I'm
cream
okay
cheese.
with both. I'm okay with both of those things.
I'll take all of it.
At any rate,
She likes pickles and pancakes.
Thank you, Lace Jones, so much for joining us on Realms of Awakened Essence, season finale of season 7. What will come in season 8? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Until then, be empowered to play. Bye, everyone.
bye.
Bye.
Bye
See
bye.
you again.
Don't wanna grow another day. Run around and always play. You're Jack Sparrow and I'm a dinosaur. Don't wanna grow another day. Now I miss you and I want you to be there again. Don't wanna grow another day. We can say forever young. Fall in love with the rest unsung. Please hold my hand and ask me out to prom. And we can stay forever young. Now I miss